So young. So young.
I love honor! I demand honor! I'm very excited right now.
Yo! Welcome to Trek Time. Oh, that's the wrong it was always something I forget. Let's turn that off. There we go. Hello, everybody. We're here on a random Wednesday, which is hopefully going to be a more recent Wednesday, or more recurring Wednesday, once me and Stars finish Mass Effect. But since Stars couldn't make us tonight, I've gone with my two second best friends of all time, Otto and Cranky. Hello, guys. How are we?
You are so excited to be streaming again. Now, let's all talk at once. That's great. Yep. Can you add a second layer of triggers that trigger?
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure I could get the other one going, so I could just play them all at once at all time. Maybe I should turn that off for these intros. We should like maybe make the subs turn that on, but never mind. We'll leave it on for now. Yeah, how are we, gentlemen? How is your general Star Trekking through the universe as we continue, Mr. Cranky?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm all good. Good. Yeah.
It's good. It's all good.
Remember, folks, one
$9.99
subscription can get you insight that no other YouTube stream can offer.
We have been conspiring. So we talked about the Star Trek convention we went to in Blackpool on the last Butter Zone. If you haven't seen that, go check that out. And me and Stars talked a little bit about it. But Cranky, you were there with us as well. And I swear to God, your beard has grown since then. It's actually got longer.
It's bushier. Yeah. It's coming along nicely.
It's getting all right. It's getting there, isn't it? Yeah, you were there as well. So we're going to ask you, like, how is your convention this year? Because me and Stars have already voiced sort of our opinions on it.
Yeah, it was lacking, I think, is the term to best describe it. It was. I mean, obviously we had fun. We were there with friends. We had drinks. We had games.
Yep.
There was Star Trek themed event. But the convention was definitely lacking. And then when they did the announcement of Anson Mount pulling out, it was
of the convention.
At the convention, pulling out of the convention was, I think that kind of put a bit of a damper on the weekend.
Yeah. And that came like on the, what? That was on the Friday? Was that on the Thursday?
Yeah, that was Friday.
Yeah,
Friday, I think it was.
And ironically, if he had pulled out, they would have already finished filming on season 5. But alas, there was a small delay. Sorry. Please continue. By the way, what is the difference between?
Was generally smaller.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
sorry.
the difference between Butter Zone and Star Trek shows? Have
That's
you just
yet to be
morphed this into
decided.
one?
I don't really know. I think Butter Zone is when we're just talking about anything. Trek show is kind of, but then we got some Trek stuff in there. Trek show is like, I don't know, let's talk about Star Trek. It's just one big jumble of like whatever. We'll see. TBD. Sorry, Cranky.
Tap on camera.
Kitty cam.
No, yeah, it was smaller. There was fewer people. There was fewer cosplayers, which kind of always makes it feel good. Although there was more in the schedule than last year.
They packed it out, didn't they?
Although a lot of it didn't seem particularly appealing to me, at least.
I love honor.
No.
I demand honor.
Thank you, Mariner.
You triggered that one.
I did not.
What about? I saw your hands move. Tell us about your near miss with Connor Trenier. You almost kissed him.
Oh,
what was that
yeah.
like?
I mean, I was like, we were sort of breathing the same air, you know. We were so close. I mean, I was within a gym's distance of him. You know? It was a mere basketball court between me and Connor
we've
Trenier.
stopped measuring these starships in meters. We're just measuring them in basketball gym
I
size.
thought that was an American thing. You guys have taken to doing that too?
Yeah, well. It was pretty sad though to see, because we walked into sort of the autograph hall where you can't go and talk to them, but you can go and say, oh, look, I've seen Connor Trenier, or I've seen that one guy who was in TOS about 50 years ago, and for some reason has got nothing better to do than be here. But there was just no cues for him.
People in glass houses should not throw stones.
Hey now, I'm doing this for free. It was just sort of crazy to see. And at one point, like Connor Trenier was just sort of sitting there on his phone, all on his own, while everyone
he looked quite bored. Yeah,
it was weird. And I would have thought any other situation, someone would look at it and gone, I can go just have a chat with Connor Trenier maybe. But no, everyone was just kind of leaving him alone, which was
it was the point when Chase Masterson had maybe 15, 20 people sort of queuing up, waiting to get her an autograph or a picture. No, it would have been an autograph, wouldn't it? In there. And Connor Trenier was sat on the table right next to her, bored out of his mind.
Yeah.
With nobody. And I mean, fair enough. Connor Trenier he's a regular convention guest.
Yeah, he's a face.
So maybe everyone's got his autograph already.
Everybody has one. We've all got one. Yeah. Don't need it anymore.
He's
done.
Kind of penny. I've got 3 in the cupboard. Yeah.
Well, look, the elephant in the room is that Star Trek sci-fi fans have a bit of a reputation for being a little nerdy, maybe a little bit insular, and it can be intimidating to go up to someone you've watched for 20 years and be like, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?" So, I'm sure it wasn't as awkward for him as it looked, because he's been doing these, like you say, for a long time, and it's the people that are nervous. It's not like there's he has any issue with anything there. So.
I think it kind of comes down to a bit of low attendance this year, because I was in the closing ceremony, and we were in the closing ceremony previous year, and that was packed the previous year, like every seat packed up. And this year I went, because you guys didn't come, it was just me and Stars went, and we sort of just took a photo. I took a photo in front and behind, and went, this is like a quarter of the attendance of previous. And previous years as well, they had all the guests come up. So like last year we had Robbie Duncan McNeil, we had Ethan Phillips, who else was there on the stage? I forget now. Brains.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Tuvok.
Yeah, he was there. They're all up on stage and they were playing Pictionary, and it was fun. This year was like the guy that plays the transporter chief in Stranger Worlds and some other woman I didn't know, and they're like, all the other guys are just gone. I was like, well, why am I? And the stars just looked at me and went, why are we here? And I'm like, that's a good question. Let's go. So we walked back.
Yeah.
Wait, I completely forgot it existed. Season 1 had, what was his name?
Kyle.
So young.
Kyle,
He
that's
was
right.
very young. Thank you, Silvo.
I'm convinced you're triggering that.
I literally hands in the air. I am not.
Why does it only trigger on? Oh wait, we did say young, right? Okay.
Careful.
I forgot he existed until you just mentioned it.
But Cranky, we need to hear firsthand the saga of the tomahawk steak.
There was a small saga, a tomahawk steak based saga. Yeah, I had a rather raw half a cow delivered to my table on a lukewarm stone, and it ended up being a displeasing situation with the restaurant manager.
It was.
I would find the picture and send it to you. You can put it on
I think
screen.
I've still got it actually. I think I've found it on the WhatsApp, but I'll find it in a minute.
It was literally a raw tomahawk steak. It was meant to have been seared and then brought out on a.
It's one of these hot stone places.
Hot stone.
Yeah.
So it sizzles, and you cook it to however you like it. And they just brought me a raw piece of meat and said, "There you go, bye." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
It was.
And 10 minutes later, nothing had happened.
The funny part of they brought you another stone to cook on, and meanwhile you're sitting there and you're cutting up your steak. Your other half is basically having a rather engaged discussion with the restaurant manager, and you're just like, right, this cook now. I'm getting stuck in. We'd all finished about half an hour previous, and they're just like, tuck it in.
The best bit was when she brought out the next stone. She brought a second stone out for me to cook the steak on.
Wow,
put it on the table next to us.
Sorry, one second.
Put it on the table next to us, and then ran off to go and get the restaurant manager. So the stone that was meant to be cooking my steak is now sat there getting cold. And then the manager comes over and starts having an argument with my other half. And so that was.
Did she argue on your behalf then? Oh.
I mean, I would have been happy to, because they offered to obviously they took it to the kitchen, they seared it, re-seared it, cooked it a bit, brought another. I would have been happy to leave it, but it kind of. Things escalated.
I have a picture of. Oh god, that picture's huge. Hang on, I got the photo that I took of you. Hang on,
I welcome this huge one.
Hang on, there we go. There's your big, your not burnt, unreplicated meat. Let me just crop this a little bit better.
My very raw steak.
There it is. There we go. There's that doesn't even look appealing, but that's like you slathered so much butter on that.
There's a lot of butter.
Yeah.
Just to try and cook it. And that stone was like the only thing you had, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was wild.
So it was an interesting saga. But then they talked it through, and we got a discount. And I ended up eating. We ate most of the steak. We ate some of it the next day. It was nice.
How do you normally take your steaks?
Medium rare. Always go for medium rare.
I go for more rare, rarer, I would say.
I mean, a sear is enough if it's a good steak.
Oh, you like it still beating, do you?
Well, it's going to be buried in garlic butter either way, so the steak is just a vessel to get the butter inside you.
I like to get that.
There should be a butter zone.
If there could be butter zone.
I was raised.
I demand honor.
Okay, maybe I'll turn the voice control off for a minute.
I can't believe I escaped, but I was raised by parents who cooked every meat well done.
Oh, wow. Yeah, same,
gray
actually.
inside. So thankfully, I haven't passed along any generational trauma. But
my mum got very excited when they got a microwave for the first time, so we ended up having microwave sausages for quite a few nights, which was an experience I didn't know was a bad one until I had proper sausages. Yeah,
To be fair, folks that don't have a lot of money, you're not going to get the best cuts, so you can't always afford to have medium rare. So I understand that, but
I've definitely had lamb that's been a low quality lamb, and it's been like overcooked, and you just chewing. It's like bubble gum. It's like meat bubble gum. For like a good,
that's why God
20
gave us stews. Throw it in a stew.
Yeah.
I can probably one up you on the microwave sausages.
Go on.
So, baked potato. Everyone knows what a baked potato is. Nice crispy outside.
Lovely.
Yeah. Nice fluffy inside. My mum always microwaves baked potatoes, and you get a horrible anemic soft outside with a firm inside. It's horrible.
It's okay, but I've got a secret. You microwave it for about 10 minutes, then you put it in the air fryer, and then it crisps up, and it actually cooks it in like half the time. Like you spend an hour in the oven, or you can spend like about 15 minutes that way, and you get the crispy inside. You're right.
We put them in the air fryer, but we put the metal spike through the middle of it. It brings the heat through the middle of the potato. Then.
Yeah. Have you ever had the
if they ever make? Oh, those are good.
I've made them. They're nice.
Yeah, very good.
If someone were to make a timeline of inventions, notable inventions, you have sliced bread, you have the warp drive, and then in between is the air fryer, because I think it's vastly underrated as to its utility.
My air fryer. It's my air fryer and my slow cooker are pretty much 90% of the meals in my house, just because they're just like chuck it in the cook.
We no longer have an oven. We moved in. The oven was gone. We took the space and we've used it as storage now. We've got an air fryer, slow cooker, and a induction hob on the worktop.
Is this now the complete trifecta of Apple users, vegans, and air fryer owners? They will always tell you what they've got.
I ran to the store because they had a large one on sale this week, and it was sold out, and I was crushed. But fuck them, I'm never going to pay sticker price, sales only, so I'll have to wait till next time.
I feel like quite cheap anyway. I mean, you can probably just pick one up, but we've got like a kind of a large oveny one. But even that is, you could do a whole chicken in it if it's a small chicken, and it's got like a skewer put through the middle. Yeah. And I did that once, and I was just watching it for an hour and went, that was not worth it. I'd just rather.
I'm quite lucky in that my girlfriend works in an electrical store, so she sees everything that's coming on to offer before it's on offer, and all the old stock and everything.
Nice. Look out for a good espresso machine for me.
Employee discount.
Should we talk about Star Trek, or is this not that kind of place? Yeah. Okay.
No, you hit the wrong intro. It's Butterzone.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
How many times did they eat steak on Star Trek? I'm pretty sure Enterprise did it at least once.
It's gonna be.
Yeah, Enterprise did a lot of eating.
Chef making a good steak.
I feel like didn't the Doctor eat quite a bit of steak when he was in Seven's body? Was that
I'm sorry, can you rephrase that?
No, they swapped bodies, didn't they?
Oh,
and he ate cheesecake. Did he not eat steak in that episode as well?
I don't think he. No, I don't think he said ate steak.
I don't think it was steak. No,
I think I might be confusing that with the Red Dwarf episode where Rimmer and Lister swap bodies and he gorges himself. I think they're very similar plots.
I just saw the cat walking behind you, and I turned around to look to see that was mine.
Where's she gone? That's Claudia. Claudia.
I didn't even realize. That's so funny.
The perils of having.
I learned something about our local cat today. We had a cat. We just moved into this house. I was sat in the conservatory the week after we moved in. Doors were all open because it was warm. All of a sudden, I'm aware that there's a giant white cat sat in my living room looking at me.
Oh wow!
Mm-hmm.
The cat gets up, walks off, doesn't even pay attention to me. I'm making all the puss puss noises, trying to get him to come over. Not interested. I thought, he's just he's mugging me off. He's not interested. He's a confident cat. Turns out he's deaf. He's our neighbour's cat, and he's completely deaf.
Wow! just looking at you going,
so
what is the human doing?
Did you learn sign language and to communicate with it?
Maybe I will. Learn cat sign language. Paw language.
It's just that. Come on. Yeah, we still got our three cats. But one is like 13 years old, and she's the most annoying one. But we've got they've still got the two kittens who you've seen racing around behind me, and they're now just grown up boring cats now. So one has decided we're going to be very friendly and stay inside the whole time, and actually looks at us and says, "Are you going to bed yet?" Essentially, in cat, in which we have to drag her up to bed with us, and she'll sleep on the thing until about 4 o'clock in the morning, which she'll like, "I won't go for a wee," and then she'll pounce on her head, and then it's like, right, fine.
So how many cats did we have in Star Trek? I know there's Cat's Paw. There's that episode.
Oh yeah, Spot, obviously.
There's Isis with Gary Seven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Spot. That's right.
I think
is that it?
Might be it. Oh, Grudge.
Surely Lower Decks had a
Grudge.
cat.
Grudge. Yeah.
Can't forget the Queen. There's like 4 spots. Yeah.
There are 4 spots.
Doesn't O'Brien and Keiko have a cat at some point? I'm sure.
No, that's Molly. I know she's a little hairy after she came through that time portal, but
Brilliant.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. No, I think that might be it.
So
Slim on cats.
We actually had some actual Star Trek news.
We do. I was waiting for the social cue to say when I could continue talking, but parents, Star Trek parents, rejoice, for there is a Star Trek show just for your children. Star Trek Scouts has dropped completely out of the blue on, I believe it's not actually on Paramount Plus, it's on something else somewhere, but you can find it on YouTube. It's a very kiddie, toddler based show, loosely based on, well, it is very Star Trek, but it is loosely based on a Star Trek adventure that has, I think that I have a very funny anecdote about this, but mildly amusing anecdote about this, but
Don't oversell it.
It is
You have an
definitely
anecdote.
for the crowd that even went to Prodigy went, I don't like this because it's too kidified, and then they're like, well, who's this for? And I'm like, well, it's not for you, is it? But I watched it. So if anyone's a fan of like the Go Jetters or Paw Patrol, it's probably Paw Patrol. Is probably the closest analog to it. It's very cute. Go on.
You sat and watched the whole thing.
I absolutely did. So did.
Consumer of
I
Star
will
Trek.
take all Star Trek in all forms. I don't give a fuck if it's... To be fair, as a parent, I have watched my fair share of kids' TV, and after a while, you do get Stockholm syndromed into believing that, like, actually, this is acceptable television, and you kind of do get into some of the plots, especially, you know, and he's just like, well, no, how are they going to rescue the small dog stuck at the bottom of the well? I'm going to have to wait and find out. I bet it's some bullshit. Yes, it is.
By the way, we forgot Imres and Dr. Ta'ana. There are
The
Cations in
Cations,
Starfleet.
not really cats.
They're cats.
I'm afraid.
They're cats. Anyways, how is it that you can forget like memorable TNG episodes, but you're willing to dive headfirst into
Because it's new.
Paw Patrol?
Hell yeah.
Trek Patrol.
Trek Patrol, yeah. Essentially it is. It's Trek
Yeah.
Patrol.
Or as Dan said, PAGH Patrol.
Paw
which is-
Patrol, yeah. That would be the Klingon equivalent.
Paw Patrol.
So I've only watched the first
It's
episode.
Bajoran, you fake fan. The pot when they grab the ear.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh my god. Who
See, I
gave you a
read it's
microphone?
Klingon. Oh, because I was thinking of Garth. Yeah, anyway. I've been watching too many children's television. Leave me alone. So yes, I've watched the first episode, and it mostly involves a giant bar of soap being hurtled towards this children's random outpost where these three children, one a Vulcan with a metal arm, he's cool, one a captain, and I've forgotten who the other one is. And they have to find different ways of deflecting this soap, and they ask you, the audience. There's something Star Trek doesn't do. They ask you, the audience, which is the best one, and you shout at the screen. You go, "It's the bucket of water," but then they throw a Romulan rubber duck at it, and it doesn't work. And you're just out.
Clues.
I know, it's ridiculous, but it is fun, and it is not for you. And the funny thing I was going to come on to is I was reading the thread on Daystrom Institute subreddit. And their official discussion on it, which I was like, okay, do we need this? Okay, fine. And I was reading through it, and there are some people that are just absolutely freaking out about canon with this. They're like, how can this fit with my idealized version? Like, they're like, right, we've made Strange New Worlds fit, we've made Discovery fit, we've got all these like weird plot holes. We've got how does this work? And there's like a lot of people, including myself, are just like, chill. It doesn't need to. It's not that kind of show. This is it kind of breaks people's perceptions of canon, and that's kind of cool.
Here's the thing. Star Trek is that kind of show. And I'm going to get into it when we talk about Strange New Worlds.
We will.
Think of how many women went into STEM fields because of Star Trek. Think of how many astronauts chose their profession because of Star Trek. It means a lot to a lot of people. So I understand, and I'm in that crowd generally. If people not offended, I wouldn't say it offends me, but people take it seriously, and I get it because it means a lot to a lot of people. So reducing it to we're going to do this because we might be able to sell merchandise or get more clicks. I'm like, I don't need my franchise to go that direction. So I'm not making threads or starting petitions, but it wouldn't be for me. That's for sure.
You've got nephews, haven't you, Cranky?
Yes, I have, yeah. And they're probably too old for this now.
Okay. My children are actually too old for it. But
Hey, if Idle can watch it, I think your nephews can watch it too.
I'll take some light entertainment. It's that kind of society at the moment where if I could watch something and it could be like shapes and colours are just amusing me, then yeah, I'm all for it. But I think I've regressed my brain so much that that's actually entertaining. I don't know. I've kind of just got like I'm kind of laughing at it at the same time as I'm laughing at the audience a little bit, and that it's just some stupid thing for kids. Like it is just literally a little piece of entertainment to tie in for the franchise and get new viewers maybe. And yeah, you're right, Otto. It's definitely a kind of like, how can we analyze this demographic? Can we get something there? But you know, it's another company that's made it. It's the same kind of generic CGI that you see in every kid's show. So there's definitely that template render technology that's been used everywhere. It's cheap to produce and it's entertaining. So I've got nothing against it, but I do like to laugh at some of the people that are just like, I need this to fit into canon. I'm like, no. Wait, I do want a Romulan rubber duck though. That would make me happy.
All right,
So they've achieved their aim.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in.
here's a hypothetical. Now, I know we're too evolved to get offended by it, but which is more offensive to the Star Trek franchise? Star Trek mobile games, which are, gotchas and you pull the lever, or what is Star Trek Scouts?
Scouts.
Which is more offensive to the Star Trek community?
I don't know. Go on, Craigie.
It's
Or more damaging, if you want to put it that way.
Because as much as we've moaned about...
more damaging is probably games. Yeah, it's got to be the games. I think if you're talking about damaging, if you're talking about what the Star Trek fans like, then they like games because they can collect Star Trek characters and ships and be Star Trek people. But damaging to the franchise, I think, is more games, because mobile games are generally quite damaging to people's mental health. I think it is a general rule. Whereas a kid's TV show isn't necessarily damaging. It's almost like they're trying to sow a seed. There's a generation that will come up in 10 years' time and they go, oh, I watched a Star Trek and this is a new Star Trek. I'll give it a try.
Yeah, I kind of think that, but also it's so young. It's aimed at like 6 months to like 3 years old.
No trigger?
Oh, really?
So young.
Oh, I turned it off. Sorry, we were having a serious discussion. I can never tell if they
The
piss you
one
off
time.
or not. Like, all right, I'll turn them back on.
The one time I wanted it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they might be too young to even remember that they're watching a Star Trek.
So young.
No. No! That's not the right one. It's like, what triggered
That's
that?
good. I remember some thread on the Star Trek subreddit like 6-7 years ago, maybe earlier. They had made a big investment into Star Trek Timelines, the game that brought us, mobile game that brought us all together. And a bunch of the comments in there were being like, "Oh, I thought Star Trek fans are smarter than that. Like, they're not real fans if they fall for gotcha games and all that." And I'm like, what is this gatekeeping bullshit? I'm like, I wanted to challenge them all to trivia right then and there. I'm like, I'm a real fan and I play the game too. So there's definitely still a stigma around that, probably more so than the kids stuff, which is part of life.
I think the one thing that got me on with Timelines, especially because of our notable history with it, was the new cards, and then have some obscure character, and you go like, oh, who is that? So because of that, I now have a much better knowledge of some like the weird and odd characters in Star Trek, and it actually kind of has helped the fandom from my perspective, in that we're delving deep in some of the weird offcuts, and that's been kind of good, and come up with a bit of art, and you're like, oh shit, who is that? Let's go and find out. Let's talk about them, and that was us for a few years.
So the real question is, how long before Timelines adds Star Trek Scouts characters in it?
I'm back in.
No, they'd never pay for another license. So
that's a weird one.
They didn't do Prodigy either, did they? So
No, they didn't. Well, no
Scouts.
one seems to want Prodigy. The another bit of news with Star Trek Prodigy is the game Star Trek Prodigy Supernova is in fact leaving the Steam store very soon. In fact, I think September the 20th. Let me just research this. I played a bit on.
And
the
if you'd
channel
like to watch some gameplay of it, it is up on our YouTube channel right now.
It is still on sale as of today, the 10th of September 2025, for those watching in the far, far future.
For $2?
Yeah, for the 21st of September, it is reduced from £44 to $2, or £2.24.
Wow.
It's a cheap game. I played a bit the other day. I'm probably going to play more. It's not a deep game by any means, but if you're a Prodigy fan, if you're a Star Trek fan, you want to kind of go like last little bit of support, because everyone seems to want Prodigy just not exist anymore. Because I don't think you can even watch season 1 anymore. I think that's now gone from Netflix. Something's gone. Prodigy's disappeared somewhere. It's bizarre. Such a bizarre situation.
I don't know. I'm gone from Netflix also.
Yeah. Oh, we can't watch Cranky anymore.
I cancelled my Netflix.
Before we get too far away from it, Overtire in chat says, which is worse, Scouts or mobile games? He says, the one that doesn't pander to my nostalgia. That's the real answer.
That's an interesting one. Because, like, you think, like, reason a lot of people love Star Trek Picard Season 3 and a lot of things in Stranger Worlds is the classic point of the screen, member berries, and they've a lot of people of a certain generation do react to that and it brings in the viewers. But when they try and do things that are new, it's harder to encapsulate that, isn't it? It's harder to sort of push that forward.
Well, another little spoiler into our look on Friday, we're going to review Season 3 of Strange New Worlds. One thing they do that I actually do like is they reuse a lot of plots and ideas, but they give it a fresh coat of paint. So it is its own episode, but you're like, oh, I remember this element from that episode and this element from that episode. So it's not just...
I can see my house from here.
They're not just saying...
Oh, you're cutting out a bit also.
You're breaking up on audio.
You cut out. We've lost you.
Oh, well, it's
you're
not
back,
on
you're
me.
back.
Oh, you're back.
Well, it's maybe someone's chewing on my cords. That's why. Come here.
So laugh if stars just popped up. That's where he's been.
With an ice cream in his hand.
We've been doing this for, 6 years, and this is the first time Idle's cut my mic to shut me up.
You were saying...
That's all I've got.
You
And now
cut
you
off.
talk.
No, you talk.
Oh, I was just saying, I think Strange New Worlds does the nostalgia stuff well, where it tells a story with elements of other Star Trek episodes, but it's new, so...
Yeah, I think I need to rewatch Picard. I've said that so many times. I haven't actually done it yet, but I need to. I want to go back. Well, I do because I feel like I've only actually watched it once. I think, and they were all at the time. I think going back and doing a proper binge watch might be worth with a different.
I smell a Trek.
Maybe we've got a lot to do. But yeah, so something else that's come out as well alongside Star Trek Scouts is Star Trek. Oh, hang on, I can trigger it. Hang on. Star Trek...
Strange New Scouts?
Star Trek Khan is an audio series available in podcast format. And the first episode is out now, wherever you get your podcasts, whether it's Spotify podcast, Apple, whatever. It's up there now. And its first episode is 44 minutes. I listened to it in the car yesterday, and it was pretty good.
You listened to it in the car.
Yes, damn it. Yes, I wound down the windows and shout out especially. No, it's pretty good. Production is, if you've ever listened to any audio dramas by Big Finish, they do a big range of Doctor Who stuff and a few other things as well. It's sort of a similar kind of gate. It's not an audiobook. No one is telling you a story. It's all audio drama, and it starts off... I'm not going to spoil things here, but it does start off with, they rediscover some logs on SETI Alpha 5, and they find out these are the early day logs of SETI Alpha 6. No, this is SETI Alpha 5. This is SETI Alpha 5.
This is one of my favorite jokes. I can't not make it.
And they find it goes back to when Khan, they literally are on the planet with the early tools, and they're trying to build it up, and then there's, Khan and Marla.
That is a joke. I get it. It is not funny, but I get it.
Thank you, Worf. It wasn't a joke, but okay. And they're sort of, going through the early days. I'm not sure where they're going to go with this series, whether it is just going to be a kind of sort of proto-civilization, New Earth kind of story of Khan's new thing, but it's worth a listen to. Go on.
Is it like an audiobook or is it a dramatization?
Dramatization. Complete dramatization. There's no narration of, and then Khan went over to the woods, and that kind of thing.
So it's open-ended right now. They don't have a set number of
I actually don't
recordings
know.
that they're doing?
I think they said there's going to be 2 months over the next...
Is it on Audible?
No, I think it's just podcasts. So wherever you get a podcast, so... If you've ever got
I get
Spotify.
mine from youtube.com/@.
Oh, Spotify.
Yes. Spotify doing them as well. It stars Naveen Andrews as Khan, who does a very good early Khan. So if you got to imagine Khan of Space Seed, not Khan of the Wrath of Khan. So early, young Montalban, not crazy Montalban.
What? A young Montalban?
Young Montalban.
Young?
So young.
Do you have a cooldown on those?
Nope. 10 seconds. That's the cooldown.
Oh, I'll be back in about
what's it
5
called? Star
seconds.
Trek Khan?
Just Khan. Or Star Trek Khan. Stars Walter Koenig. No, not Walter Koenig. The other one.
The other one, Hikaru Zulu.
Hikaru Zulu.
George Takei and
That's
Tim
it, thank
Russ.
you. And Tim Russ are in it.
So young.
There it is.
Damn it. I waited 10 seconds.
Yeah, so every episode is coming out every Monday. And it will. I haven't said how long it'll last, but I think I heard over the next 2 months. The funniest thing is, if you've listened to the trailer, which I think we did on the show, and they've got the epic voiceover guy saying this is, and he introduces and says the credits on every episode. So it starts with the song, it's like, this time on Star Trek Khan, and then it goes into a normal drama, and the end is like, written by Kirsten Bayer, produced by Eugene Roddenberry, and it's just like, wow, it's the most out of context voice you could have for any of it. But yeah. It's good. It's worth getting into, especially if you're a Khan fan, if you're a Nicholas Meyer fan who produced and directed Wrath of Khan. Worth a listen to.
Yeah, I'll be listening to the first episode of that tomorrow. Nothing about it.
Good plan. When are you going to listen to it, Otto?
So young. What the hell? I'm trying, folks.
Hang on, let me see what the dictation. The dictation said.
Young.
Apparently, you said slow down or up.
Whatever. I give up. It'll trigger on some random word in a few minutes.
No, it didn't like that. Random.
Do you just sit there and watch the AI transcribing what we say
It's
and
funny.
then respond to us
It says,
that way?
of that I gave up, no channels are in word and few minutes. What I've tried finalising others as the station said you... No, anyway.
Okay.
It's not very good as a transcription. It's wild.
Bread.
That is a coincidence.
All right. You need better software. Folks, we need to crowdfund some donations for better transcription software.
I've been putting up some shorts as well of famous Star Trek things, and I've found some sort of initial Picard sayings, you know, the drumhead speech and his speech to Wesley, and like that first duty. I've put a few shorts up of just those clips, and it's been quite popular. Got like over 1,000 views, and I was like, I wonder how much money that's putting into the charity pot. And it's like, for every 1,000 views, it's like 20p. I'm like, okay. That's fine.
Hey, every bit counts.
Every bit does.
It's for the children.
Yeah, I actually don't have that as a trigger. I should get that as a trigger. So, without me saying too many times, Star Trek Strange New Worlds. We are going to be talking about that on Friday. But before we do, we are... Season 4, we know, has been teased with puppets and other strange shenanigans. There has been an interview recently with Akiva Goldsman, Henry Alonso Myers, the producers of the show, saying yet more Kirk and Spock to come for Season 4. And without getting too much into our Season 3 discussion, how do you kind of feel with the push towards... Especially you, Cranky, because I don't know if you're going to be there Friday, but how do you feel more with the push for Kirk, more Kirk in Season 3 and 4 and evolving into TOS?
Well, I haven't seen any of Season 3 yet, still. But I'm not a fan of the whole Kirk and merging it in, turning it into the original series. I don't know, it doesn't feel right. Obviously they had Kirk in Season 2, and yeah, alright, Kirk's there, he's in Starfleet, you can see him occasionally, but it's becoming... It's been an ongoing meme since he entered the show of, why are you on my ship?
Yeah.
And it's very much seems to be coming, from what I've seen of Season 3, it seems to be becoming a lot more of that kind of feel. And it seems a bit odd. Like, they should be focusing on the crew of the Enterprise.
Yeah.
I'll try to say something original because we've talked about this and we'll talk about it. So you may only hear this take this time on this stream. I think it's cowardly.
Ooh.
And I kind of don't blame them, but every show has to have some tie. Michael Burnham has to be related to Spock. This show has to have Kirk in it. Every show has to, because they're worried about taking a risk, trying something new, but they think, oh, we can bring in more fans if we bring in something familiar. And I get it from the money side, but at the end of the day, when everyone does it, then you don't separate yourself. You look like every other show out there. So I think it's cowardly to do it. That has nothing to do with how much I like or dislike Kirk in the show. I wish they would have focused more on the original ones. And then if you want to do season 5 or whatever as a ramp up to a new show, bring them and then do some... I mean, they've been doing that for forever. I watched some black and white series where very frequently, almost every time, they end the last episode of the series will be like a pilot for a new show because they want to capture eyes from an audience and get some kind of market research on how well it's going to do. So, you know, if they want to do something like that, even with a abbreviated season 5, that would be fine. But having these legacy characters pop up over and over and over, and it's like, sorry, you look like every other basic show out there, so take a risk, be bold.
Risk is our business. Yeah, I feel like...
Boldly go.
I mean, especially with the uncertainty with Star Trek at the moment, which, again, we've spoken about before, them playing it safe is a very key indicator that they're like, right, we just need eyes on the product. And then putting in Kirk and getting familiar names. People go, oh, do you know Kirk is on this show? A lot of people don't care. I think that what was systemic of it, there was a post on Reddit the other day about they said some people were on Jeopardy, and one of the lines on Jeopardy was Rebecca Romaine plays this character in which new science fiction TV show or something like that, and everyone was just like, no. And then they showed it, I believe, and I'm paraphrasing it, but I believe they showed a picture of like Pike and Uno. They're like, nope, not a clue what this is. And the problem is everything is locked behind Paramount Plus. Star Trek was at its top and its best. Even I'm not even saying about the 10 episodes to 26 episode things. You know, that's a whole different conversation. But at the key end of it, you just need to get it in front of people. TNG, DS9, or the original series up to Enterprise was on every week. People could tune into their local channel, ABC or NBC or whatever it was, in our area, Channel 2 and Sky 1. And you could watch your Star Trek every week, and you didn't have to subscribe to something. And I know that's kind of the way the model has gone these days, but we can't expect our franchise to be popular, stuck behind a really shitty streaming service, and, you know, be knowable at the same time. I imagine there's quite a few people out there that will go, yeah, I'll watch the new Star Trek. When's it on? And you go, it's behind Paramount Plus, and they'll go, okay, never
There's
mind.
coffee in that nebula.
Yep. But not in the Paramount Plus nebula.
They're going to bundle very soon. You're going to bundle Paramount Plus and HBO Max and all these other ones, and you'll have to buy the bundles. It's cable. You're going to we're going to get back to cable, and then someone else is going to have to relaunch Netflix where they grab a big market share and then shitify, and it's a big cycle, but it's going to happen. Overtired in chat says, and with seasons that are so short, if there were 22 episodes in a season, having 5 with Kirk and Spock wouldn't be so bad, but only 10.
Yeah.
I watched an interview with Melissa Navia, who plays Ortegas, on Open Pike Night, talking about season 3, episode 9, Terrarium. And probably the most interesting thing I gleaned from that interview was she said they also feel the pinch of 10 episodes. They don't want any duffs. They don't want filler. And they want to make sure each one counts, which is a thing that I knew it would be back. That's something that the fans have been saying for forever, but it's kind of weird to hear it also from the principal actors. I mean, it makes sense, but so they feel the same thing, and yet they make certain decisions where you're like, this would work better in a 26 episode season.
Yeah, I think especially in no spoilers for Grand Committee season 3, there are multiple Spock comedy episodes, and it's like, well, okay, I kind of expected one every season since they kind of started that trend with season 2, and then they did their one with season 3, and then they did another one. I'm like, okay, I get why people like this, but I think this is like I want another Terrarium, or I want another classic, or another shift on the formula. There's only so much of the Spock Chapel drama I can take in a season, because that was fine early on. But it's just kind of getting to the point now. It's like, yeah, I kind of want to go to Strange New Worlds, guys. It's in the title.
Yeah.
I want to do all that. Or do some more weird singing. Either that.
And I have seen some threads where people like list all the planets they've been to, and it's like, well, that's nice, but it's really just dressing. If we're still
The
if we're
Strange
still
Worlds,
doing
yeah.
comedy episodes, but we're at a planet like that doesn't actually tie in.
When I say like Strange New Worlds, I don't necessarily mean a strange planet that they have to go to. It could be a strange idea, a concept, a science fiction formula, or something, something along the lines. When it starts to get into sort of like real life drama, and like that's kind of not. I mean, the early days of like the Chapel Spock stuff, I did enjoy because it was like. It was raw, and you knew the tragedy was coming. It's like knowing something's a tragedy. You want to see how it fold out because it does end in a tragedy. But it's kind of just
watching
gone on
the show.
Yeah, it's going on a bit long now. But anyway, we'll probably talk a bit more about that on Friday.
Cranky. Closing
Sorry,
thought.
I was just going to say, my girlfriend, she'd never seen Strange New Worlds. I'd seen seasons 1 and 2. She'd never seen it, and I went back and watched it through with her. We've seen all the way through 1 and 2 now. I think we still got 2 episodes of season 2 left to watch. And the one thing we kind of both picked up on is there's not an awful lot of science fiction in Strange New World. It's all right. They're on a spaceship. They're doing the regular Star Trek stuff, but beyond that, there's nothing different, nothing new, no ideas. It's just the basic Star Trek thing with a bit of singing or a bit of comedy or.
I feel like Enterprise Enterprise kind of started that train a little bit, where they kind of went into the less of the science fiction conceits and more of like just Archer bumbling around space causing embarrassments from place to place. I think there was, especially when it got rolled into the Xindi War and then season 4 of Enterprise as well, it was definitely more. And what have we done?
What have I done?
And it was more, systematic of TV just evolving into more drama-led stuff rather than being sort of more hard-boiled science fiction like TNG explored, and even DS9, to an extent.
I would agree, because there's been several times this season 3, where I'm like, why did they choose to go the non-science route with the story? They could have folded in science and made it. All right, I'm going to do a poll. This is wacky, but it just made me think of classic Star Trek. The season 1 Voyager episode called Emanations. They beam to an asteroid. Harry Kim disappears. He gets transposed with another person. You remember they wrap him up in like cobwebs or whatever.
That's right, yeah.
That is such like it's not a great episode, but it's a very sciencey episode. They're drawn to the asteroid. They say in the captain's log at the beginning, they found a new element on the periodic table. Like that, and they'll have to update it when they get back. You have the mystery of what's going on. Why are they wrapping it? And you learn about a culture. You learn about their beliefs, their history, and get like accounts firsthand. They're also on the asteroid scanning. Like the whole thing is based around the science of discovery. And it's like, the episode sucks, but I appreciate it because it is classic Star Trek. And I don't skip it on the rewatch because I enjoy the process of learning new things. And it's not like a sitcom. It's not all incidental drama or comedy or discussions. It's about the science of the thing. So,
I mean, at what point do we call Stranger Worlds not science fiction, but more space drama or action, action
it's
drama?
Kind of fantasy.
Yeah. It has led more into the fantastical elements, especially with sort of like the Wedding Bell Blues episode and the Subspace Rhapsody,
right.
And things have kind of had that little bit of tenuous. I can't remember which episode it was, and there was a resolution which was just, oh, and we fixed it, and I was a bit like, really? I was like, yeah, by the way, everything's fine, and now we're just going to go for another 10 minutes on the drama. I was like, no, how did they fix it? This seems important. This is like the whole thread of the plot. And I was like, okay, so, I don't want to say I'm disappointed. No, we're going to talk about more on Friday. It's like, I don't want to say I'm disappointed with season 3 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds, because it has been very good. But there's just been some decisions made that have made me wonder what this series actually is, as opposed to what I want it to be. And I think what I want it to be is what it started off kind of being, and then shifted a little bit.
Well, and that's on them because they set the expectations. If you think back to the pilot, that speech, especially Pike gives at the end,
it's very
about it's the mirror for humanity. It's classic Star Trek, and people went into it thinking, okay, this is gonna return to the formula we're used to. And they do in maybe about a third of the episodes, but the other 2/3 are either nonsense or there's something way out of left field for the sake of doing something different. And that's not to say any of that is bad. It's just different, I think, than the expectation that they set at the start. So
I wonder if
I know Idle and I have been thinking these sweet thoughts for the last couple of weeks, ready to review the season, and so
we need to move on. Otherwise, we're going to burst it all out. There'll be nothing for Friday. You guys like toys, right?
Women.
No, no, Trelane, bad Trelane. Wow, holy shit. So it finally happened. Lego have got the Star Trek license of what people have been wanting for a long, long time. Finally, the rest of the license away from what were they called? You know, Cranky. Mego? Is it? No, Mego had it originally. Blue Bricks.
No, Blue Bricks.
Yes,
Blue Bricks.
Blue Bricks. They finally wrested the license away from Blue Bricks, and yes, there are going to be some official Star Trek Lego. The first set coming out is going to be a giant USS Enterprise D, complete with minifigures for all the main characters, including Spot, and Guinan will be in there as well, as all the others, of course, including Wesley.
My God,
Oh,
what have I done?
What one triggers that?
I was hoping for Come on the Bridge.
Can you lucky stars?
You did say Wesley.
Yeah, there are there are some leaks out there if you want to see what the actual Enterprise
Leak?
D looks like.
I'm not detecting any leak.
If you want to go and find...
God, we're just doing triggers ourselves now. This is so reductive.
Just broken brains at this point, just recurring Star Trek memes. Yeah, if you want to go look, see what it looks like.
It's not Trek time anymore, it's Trigger time.
Trigger time, yeah! Let's do it. Right, rebrand, let's go.
I love it.
Yeah, it does look good. It's going to set you back about $400 or 400 quid, I believe. There's going to be one-to-one pricing or something near enough. It's not the Enterprise D is source separatable, so if you do want to play with it that way, you can do. But it's expensive. I don't know. There's not been any indication that they're going to do any other sets as of now. At the moment, it is very sensibly marketed at the next generation because guess which generation's got all the cash right now? Yeah, it's not your 10-year-old cousin who just loves Strange New Worlds and be like, yeah, I really want the refit Farragut from that one James Kirk episode. I love that as a Lego set now.
You know, you say that, but the kid demographic is huge, not just for the immediate cash, because they'll nag their parents till they get what they want, but also just to build a brand identity within them. If you're sure you're going to be around in 20 years, which Lego ought to be pretty pretty secure. So if they did market it to kids, I wouldn't at all be shocked. And we'll see if this first test bed does well. Maybe they'll switch to that.
I mean, Playmobil had a little dip in. They did the TOS Enterprise and they did the Klingon Bird of Prey, which I really wanted, but again, too expensive because it had the search for Spock, Kirk, and Krug, and I could have done.
I have had enough of you.
Yeah, you overtied every Lego brick.
You pop off the little Lego head.
Gosh, that's a stop motion that's just asking to be made. How Cranky? You're not a big Lego guy, but you were talking about this a little bit.
Yeah, Lego's weird for me because I'm an engineer. That's my profession.
You broke up a little bit there. Sorry.
But yeah, everything all froze then.
It's Discord.
You're back. Oh yeah, the Discord might be a bit funky because apparently all of Nepal are using Discord to have their Senate meeting or something.
Hey,
great.
Good for them. Viva la resistance.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not a massive Lego guy. Lego's weird for me because I like to build it, but I'm not a massive fan of the final product. It's the building that I like. I'm an engineer by trade. It's what I've done all my life. Building and making things is fun, especially when you're following instructions and do it all perfectly and feel all proud. And I get to the end and I go, "That's done," and tip it away. I'm not interested in the final product. I want the build. I like seeing how it's built and how they've designed it. Because Lego, they do make some intricate things and some fun details.
Fun shapes.
So I like seeing all that. But then when it's done, it's done. Put it in a
Should you
box
buy your
somewhere.
furniture from IKEA, Cranky?
We do buy our furniture from IKEA, yeah.
It's satisfying, isn't it?
About 3 weeks ago, I think we spent £500 in IKEA.
There you go. That's
Did you
a
get
lot of
meatballs?
chairs.
That's a lot of meatballs.
It's a lot of meatballs.
You joke, but they have good Swedish meatballs.
I've heard. I'm very jealous there isn't actually an IKEA anywhere near me, so I cannot indulge in their very cheap hot dogs and
Bro,
meatballs.
that's it. I'm having Swedish meatballs tonight. There's a store that's like a 2-minute walk away.
Yeah.
They have a giant can of Swedish meatball sauce. I'm going to make the meatballs.
Nice.
It's happening tonight, baby.
They sell them in supermarkets now. IKEA meat. You can buy
Oh, really?
IKEA meatballs in supermarkets now.
No. Which one doesn't?
Yep.
Just out of curiosity, for a friend.
Off the top of my head, I can't remember, but I've definitely seen them.
Okay.
Oh, it might actually have been in IKEA. No, it was in IKEA. There was a freezer.
Oh, makes supermarkets.
Stuff. Yeah.
It's like
I do
Iceland
remember
selling
seeing them in
Greggs.
bags in the freezer. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not. I was a big. Sorry to pull it back to the topic we were discussing. I was a big Lego guy growing up,
Boo.
but yeah, I never bought sets for the final product. I bought them because I liked, like the little circular piece that fit on one brick. That was a phaser bank. That's where I shot the phaser from. The little vent with the 3 lines. That was
Yeah,
going to be my shield, shield emitter. So I put those on certain
The
parts
impulse
of the ship.
thrusters as well.
So, in my mind, Lego's been doing Star Trek for decades. Like, you know, if you have an imagination, which is
Power of imagination.
that's what Legos are supposed to be about, you know. So, yeah.
By the way, that Star Trek SpongeBob crossover is canon, and I'm not going to hear anything against it.
I watched about half of it, and then I closed it. I'm like, I'm gonna go meme about that on Discord, but I won't finish watching the video.
It's brilliant.
So, anyway, as far as brands are concerned, whenever multiple brands cross the streams, it just means you're going to end up paying more. So, good for people who want something official. I say, you know, if you have an imagination, go buy some basic packs. Go even like secondhand stores. Sometimes you'll find like boxes of mixed whatever, and have some fun and teach your kids to love Star Trek.
I'm interested to see what it will come out like. Obviously, there's been some leaked pictures which may or may not be of the actual product, but it doesn't seem to be a very well finished.
No.
Like the saucer section's hasn't got smooth pieces. It's got,
It is a little rough.
yeah. Whereas like the blue bricks, obviously, I had my girlfriend bought me the blue bricks advent calendar last year, and I sat and every day I built myself a little ship or there was a phaser, and there was the final thing was a bridge set.
I'll put it on screen.
And it was finished really well. All the edges were all smooth. There was all, and it looked really good, even though they were small. But yeah, like it's got all the knobbly bits. You don't want to see the knobbly bits. Nobody wants to see the knobbly bit.
I've got another view here as well.
Random.
They have 2 settings,
Damn it.
stun and kill.
There we go.
It will be best not to confuse them.
Oh, I gotta read one. What bad luck!
There's another look at it. You can see some of the minifigs at the bottom there. Actually.
Yeah.
Whoops. Fucking hell.
It'd be
Overtired
interesting
is.
to see if they do an interior.
I don't think there's an interior with it. I think it's just literally
No,
ship
this
and the
is
figures.
this isn't the Roddenberry archives. They're not that advanced.
Oh my god, you unveil it and there's like complete full deck layout. Like, yes, that would
I mean,
be worth the full
you've seen-
100.
You've seen the Death Star. The Death Star's got the full interior.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't that like $900 or
That's
something?
crazy.
Yeah, it is, yeah,
Ridiculous money. What was interesting actually convention is someone actually had a little Lego Star Trek Starships. Well, I say little, it was actually huge. There was quite a few of them. Lego Star Trek Starships exhibit where they'd built like loads of different models, including like weird ones like the Prometheus, which actually did separate into all 3 parts as well. That was fascinating. So.
There's coffee in that nebula.
God damn, this software is rubbish.
I think that guy actually sells them as kits as well. You can buy them from him as kits, or maybe you can buy the designs from him.
I think
rather
the
than
designs, then you have to get the parts yourself. But yeah.
Yeah.
Women.
All right, Overtired is shilling Minecraft in chat. I will say there's nothing like the feel of the actual putting the blocks together. And also, I mean, if we are talking about kids, you definitely want them doing something physical rather than staring at a screen, because they will get enough of that in other areas. Yeah. So
it's the same with board games as well. Cisco disagrees clearly. Same with board games as well. Like I prefer playing board games with friends. I know if there's a website called Board Game Arena that some of my friends play through, and I did it a bit times up. But I'm not it. I don't want to play a computer game on my phone. I want to come and play a physical board game and have the social aspect and the tactile, touching pieces and all that.
I gotta be honest, all I can think about right now is those Swedish meatballs I'm having in a couple hours. I'm really excited for it.
How about we sate your hunger? Let me just see if there's anything else on here. There's a bit about Noah Hawley's shelved Star Trek film. Noah Hawley is now producing the excellent Alien Earth series. He said, basically, he's talking about like everything was very near to start filming and pre-production, but it all came apart. But his quote was, "I guess the thing that might stick with people is that there was an unboxing of Data, the idea of the android, and was to become an element in the films." So,
Wait, what?
yeah, I don't know. I don't even know when it was supposed to be set. It hasn't said anything about. It was just something.
So is
about
this meant to be a standalone film?
Yeah, no, I think this
We're
was
not
going to be.
talking about Star Trek 4.
I think this is going to be Star Trek. Yeah, Star Trek 4. Watch. Yeah, it was going to be something along those lines. So it's going to be how.
Wait, so the Abrams verse is going to put together Data from scratch? What?
That's all. That's all there is. That's the implication.
Weird.
Anyway, that's not happening.
Okay.
So thank God for that. But you never know. I reckon a TNG Kelvinverse film is imminent. I think they're going to start. I reckon that's going to be on its way. All right.
TNG.
Oh, come on. Who's the... This is ridiculous.
Well,
who's the director that was rumored to be going to do Star Trek 4, the big name director? And
Quentin
then
Tarantino.
Thank you. I googled big chin director and it gave me Jimmy Chin from Wikipedia. I'm like,
so many pictures
no,
of Jay Leno.
That's not what I want at all. Yeah, Quentin Tarantino. Now I forget what point I was going to make.
He was going to do
Jimmy
a piece
Chin.
of the action, wasn't he? He was going to do a film based around that.
No.
And yeah, I don't
That
think
could have been something.
That could have been that's something, yeah.
I mean, write what you know, direct what you know. It wouldn't have been pure sci-fi if it was going to be Tarantino.
So most of this news today has come from the Star Trek 60th anniversary. So happy 60th Star Trek. Da da da. And that's kind of the only news they had. There's Scouts, Khan, and some other random webcomics, The Cruise, and Boldly Go Green. So it's kind of that was your Star Trek day for 60 years, and that's the kind of celebration they've had for it. So it's been a bit like, no, this is typical CBS Paramount sort of like investiture in their fandom, where they could have made it something big, but they didn't. But we've been on that before.
I have Walker. God's sake, Walker. I've had the sense for a while, like for a decade maybe. Well, it's not a sense. I think it's just a truism. These big companies are chasing the dollar. But with the proliferation of internet, I feel like hobbies are kind of splintering. So when these big titles or big franchises aren't pulling in the same cash, I feel like there has to be sort of a GoFundMe type aspect to things to continue them. Like some of the video games that I used to follow, the big tournaments would be sponsored by the companies. They don't do that anymore, so they have to crowdfund stuff. And I feel it's kind of the same thing with Star Trek Day. Paramount, like they don't necessarily care about it, but the people are gonna try to celebrate anyway. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but
no, I kind of know what you mean. Yeah, it's there. They kind of want to put something out there to say like we're listening. But yeah, we're not going to put a lot of money into doing anything about it. No, Doctor Who recently had their big 60th, and that was they had a whole TV special for it. It was a bit more of a celebration. They had a load of mini episodes come out. It was a good good moment for Doctor Who. Although it's kind of gone a little bit downhill now, but past the fact
even on Twitch they used to just stream episodes for people. Like the art of doing things to build a brand has kind of been lost. Like if you can't make a profit on it, they won't do it. And it's like you can afford to do something just to make the fans happy.
A Star Trek stream
to get the word out. People will find stuff through those avenues, and then they will buy into your franchise and buy all the other stuff you're shilling. So I just feel like there's only short-term gain, and if it's not that, then companies are afraid to do anything else.
An example of that is with Paramount cancelling various Star Trek shows due to lack of funding, and then pumping however many millions of dollars it was into the reboot of Home Improvement.
Yeah, and
It's
Sci-Fi
like, well,
as well.
yeah, there's clearly no lack of funding there. It's just the funding is being channeled in different directions.
Yeah. Different pots for different tax evasion reasons. But, just going back to like the streams, if they had just a YouTube stream, Twitch stream of just continuous Star Trek episodes, people would be there. They would be talking about it. Okay, they've got it on Pluto TV. Yeah. There is a Star Trek channel there. But let's be honest, who watches Pluto TV? This is where you have your hands up and say, actually.
I do.
I'm watching the Frasier channel.
It is a good place for a lot of shows.
But even that, there's something to be said about watching old shows with your friends and having a chat channel, or even, like we do when we watch Trek. Some of the best times of my life have been like watching Trek with you guys, talking, laughing about it, and discussing it afterwards. Having that in a chat form of people just chatting away about it, it's just...
I can see my house from here.
It's just... It just makes sense, and it's a good way to foster a community, and who fucking knows about that anymore? Let's get bladdered, I think. Otto, you have prepared us a wonderful series of
sumptuous
prepositions. What is our prepositions for our little bit of tearing on this occasion?
I don't think that means what you think it means.
Probably
but
not. I'm just putting.
We're going to be tearing.
Words.
We're going to be tearing who would make the best or worst Star Trek drinking buddy. Now, Cranky, of course, has been invited on the stream because before we started Timelines Talks, he was a teetotaler who didn't drink, and we ruined him for any other woman. So he's now posting his drink of the day frequently in Discord, and so he's become more of an expert than I on drinking. So
if it's a hazy IPA over 7%, Cranky's probably drunk it.
I'm on an 8% double IPA today.
Just a double. Just the double.
Just a double. Just a double today. There was no triples in the fridge.
It's a school night. I understand.
Yeah.
I used to drink elephant beer. It was called. It was 13%. It didn't feel like 13%, but one of those was generally enough unless I'd had a meal. So
was it brewed underneath an elephant's thigh or something, or is it?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
So I tried to pick some characters from every series, but also not ones that were like obvious main cast. So I kind of tried to delve into the lesser main cast. So take it away, Idol.
So this is who would be the best drinking buddies, who would be the best person to go out with a beer with. So first up, Kivas Vajo.
It took great effort.
Thank you.
To put this tier list together.
It did. Kivas, he'd be a good drinking buddy when he's not trying to steal stuff from you or try and sell bits of you.
Yeah.
He's got to know where to find like the rarest vintages.
That's a good point.
Like the nicest alcohol that no one has. There's like 3 left in the whole world. Well, he might. Let's say, for the sake of argument, that you're allowed to drink with these people.
Okay. Now he'll have the house wine underneath the desk. It's like, you can look at this, but you can drink this.
But he's also, Kivas is going to get drunk at some point, and he's just going to go, "Oh, check out my android that I just picked up," and he's going to wheel him out and dance, android, dance. There's going to be all of that stuff going on.
So this is a very redneck thing. So I don't know if this is a thing across the pond or not. You get a bunch of rednecks drunk, sooner or later guns are going to come out, and the cans are going to be set on the shelf, and they're going to plink, plink, plink. I feel like he's going to pull out the Veronti after a few hard drinks, and I'm not sure I want to be in the same room as Faggio if he's shooting off his disruptor while he's drunk. So for me, it's going to be a lower, it's like C tier level.
I always found that quite weird. It's like, I have this gun that can just kill you, and they're like, well, yeah, so do we. They're called phasers.
Yeah.
Yes, but it kills you more painfully.
That's right. It burns you from the inside out. So you're saying C. What do you say, Cranky?
Much like whiskey.
That's true.
I think Kivas is a B. He's easily a B.
As well.
He's a fun guy.
He's definitely got character. He'd be entertaining for a moment. You'd see some cool stuff.
Yeah, he's a fun guy as long as you don't work for him and get abused regularly. Then he's a fun guy.
If you're rich, he's cool. Go to his island. Anyway, move on. Guinan. I'm doing this. Guinan. would Guinan be fun to drink
I'm
with?
doing this.
I don't forget, I was actually the one introing these.
I should have just put a picture of you in the list too.
I'm
but
not even
whatever.
drinking. I'm on a cup of tea. Would Guinan be fun to drink with? I don't know.
She's got to be. She's got to be up there. I would love to see her drunk. I want to see her crack and tell stories from like
Yeah.
1,000 years ago that no one's ever heard before.
She's got a dry humour.
You could try
Sorry,
chatting her
yeah, I
up.
was just butting in.
That's true. No, I'm just thinking about it. She is.
Yeah, that guy's
she's
got a
quick-witted.
dry humour. I think if she gets a couple of drinks in her, she'll limber up a little bit.
I feel like Guinan's the kind of person that would just go, just like, I've had two. I'm just going to watch you guys enjoy yourself, and then would just sit there and watch the party flow. I don't think she's necessarily get involved in the party. Even in
Well,
Time
she's-
I
Zero,
could see that.
noted very good episode of TNG. Even she's at the
she'd be the
party
one
just
sat there.
socialising.
She'd be the one sat there
how-
shaking her head and cutting.
Yeah.
How old is Guinan?
Thousands of years old, I think. It's like,
Thousands of years.
yeah.
She must have been hung over millions of times.
She learned a lesson.
Yeah, she
mellow.
knows better by now.
Yeah. I could
Okay,
say
but she's also
C.
her job is a bartender. She knows all the best drinks.
Yeah.
That's a huge point in her favor.
Well, that's
That
like
is a
saying
big
I'm going to
plus.
go and hang out with any bartender. Like, they know where all the drinks are. Of course they do. They work there.
yeah, if any bartender was thousands of years old, come
Well,
on.
okay, yeah, maybe. She's got the bottle of green.
Also, you're safe with Guinan because if shit goes down, she's going to whip out a phaser rifle and
Should do the hands.
sort people out. Oh yeah,
That's
she do
true.
the hands.
Yes.
I'm-
Now, in the episode Relics, when Scotty's hiding in the holodeck and Picard brings him a drink, doesn't he say that he got it from Guinan?
yeah.
Aldebaran whiskey, and then he says, "Where do you think I got it from?" So she knows if you're under the weather or if you're not feeling well. She knows how to perk you up. I drank with my fleet admiral, my Timeline's fleet admiral, who is a part-time bartender, and he knew the good drinks, and we had a really good time. So I'm going to say S tier for
Are you
Guinan.
going S? Wow.
S.
What are you saying?
I
Frankie?
think so.
Guinan's a B again, I think, for me.
I'm going to go for a B. I was going to go for a C. I think that takes it roundabout to a high B. Maybe an A. Oh,
I think the fact that Auto's gone for an S, that should probably push it up to an A.
Okay, we'll pop it in an A. That was a
You
strong
can put her
S.
at the end of A if you want, but
Okay. Khan Noonien Singh.
D.
Who
It's
wants
gotta
to
be
go
D, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's
If you're in his
such a
good
killjoy.
graces, he would show you a good time. You would revel in the songs of every. You would have a grand occasion. It'd be a party
She's
to
a good
celebrate.
listener. Thank you, Overtired. Guinan's a good listener. That's another reason why.
Yeah.
All right, here's the thing. If you drink a tequila with Khan and you get to the bottom of the bottle, he's going to pull that worm out and he's going to put it in your ear.
Okay, yeah, maybe it's a D tier.
Yeah.
All right,
I don't
put him
think
in D.
he's a great drinking buddy.
I know. I think Khan in the new Khan series is definitely a bit more lively and happy. He's definitely a kind of like, let's revel in our empire and this kind of thing. So maybe I'm thinking of that Khan, but we'll go with that. Let's put him in D. Admiral Robert April, as depicted in Strange New Worlds, not in the animated series. Seems like it'd be fine.
He exudes cool in Strange
Yeah.
New Worlds. Oh, here goes Discord again.
Oh yeah, we've lost.
Hello.
Frankie. Are you back?
No, I'm here.
It's,
Oh, he was just
it's
sitting very
Discord.
still.
I was just sitting very still, yeah.
I could say an A. I would say like he'd be cool to drink with. You'd have some good conversations. He'd have a lot of stories to tell about his time as captain of the Enterprise.
He's pretty
I
straight
don't
laced.
really remember him from Strange New Worlds, to be honest. But I've only seen Strange New Worlds once.
Yeah.
No,
So
I've seen it twice. I've seen it with Emma. But
He shows up
Yeah,
at the
I don't
beginning of
remember.
season 3, and he's fairly relaxed. Like he tells Pike to do the right thing, but then when they're off the record, he's like, "All right, do what you need to do." So
he was in the. Was he not in the Una court trial episode a fair bit?
Yes, he was. Yeah, because he was one of the witnesses.
he did fly down with shuttlecraft in the middle of winter in the pilot to try to talk Pike into rejoining. So I feel like he's kind of a ride or die friend because they served together. So
Perfect wingman.
Old
Literally.
school.
I'll say A.
Although I feel like he's the more designated driver of the group. Like he'd have a drink, but he knows
That's
when
a
it's
good
time
thing.
to
That's
cut
a
it
good
off.
thing. Everyone needs a designated driver in their group.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm going to say B,
You gonna B?
but I wouldn't quibble
I'll go
with an
B. Middle of the road.
Slice of B. Kai Adami win. Does she even drink? Would that even be a have we ever seen her have a libation?
So hold on, we have to preface this. What kind of drunk are you two? Because I'm a very lovey drunk. When I get drunk, I'm very affectionate, and I like to hug and kiss and be complimentary. And some people get really angry. Some people get quiet. What kind of drunk are you guys?
I'm the happy, just huggy
Happy
and
drunk.
just talking bollocks drunk. I mean that's me normally anyway, but especially so.
Yeah, same. I don't get angry. This comes back to me being a teetotaler as a brief aside. I used to be one of those people who would drink and get angry, which is why I stopped drinking for nearly 20 years. But I've managed to grow out of that, I think, now.
So you were an angry drunk. Anyway, I ask because I feel like Wynn is the kind of person who's going to be out of left field drunk. She's either going to be really happy or like a nervous, anxious drunk. Like it won't be what you think, because everyone would think, oh, she'll just get meaner if she gets drunk. Oh, I think she might surprise some people.
I think she's one of those that will come out of her shell. She's so uptight.
That's not necessarily a good thing.
But no, she's one of those drunks that'll be
worse.
Wheeling down the street in a shopping cart and.
No, I think we'd get lots of angry tirades that would possibly get her kicked out of the order.
She would run around pulling everyone's earrings off. I've got your paw, got your paw. Wow. I think she'd be more fun than she can't get any worse than when she's sober. So
yes, she could start shouting everything. My child!
She might be a shouter. Get her in the club and she starts shouting at everyone.
Bury your robes!
I don't know.
I can say D. I don't think it should be very
fun, but come on. No. She's a D normally. It can't get any worse than normal sober. Don't make me say S just to bring up the average. Throw me a C or something.
All right, you're gonna be
C. I'm going C.
All right, pop her in C then. 1? Is this 1? Yeah, this is 1. The Borg made from.
I tried to find pictures where they were drinking or in a relaxed, libated state.
Just lying down.
Yeah, I think he's already post-hangover right now.
Fantastic. So this is the 25th century adapted Borg.
29th century.
29th century, sorry, yes. Adapted Borg. 1. Is he going to be fun at parties?
No.
No. Depend. Yeah.
So
he's one of those drunks.
I thought it was canon that the Borg nanoprobes will like assimilate the alcohol molecules for you, so you don't get drunk.
No, it's the because it has a reverse effect on Seven, doesn't it? She has like a glass of champagne.
I know, but I thought like in canon it's supposed to be that, but then Seven gets super drunk after one glass. So
yeah.
In which case he'd just be the worst because he'd have one glass and then he'd be paralytic and he'd be like, "Great, I've got to carry this guy around with me all night."
Yeah, he does look like he weighs about 400 pounds.
He'd be that guy that he'd get 2 drinks in him and he sat there questioning everything. More input, more data. Why is this? Why is that?
Oh, that's true. He'd be a pretty annoying drunk.
Yeah, I could say D.
But he's sweet. He's a sweet guy.
He's sweet.
So
he is.
Yeah, you'd have to drive him home. C or D tier?
I'm gonna say D.
I think D. think D.
Tuvok.
Tuvok. This got to be a blast when he's drunk. You break down his inhibitions. He'd lose control. He'd start doing his little dance with the 1 foot wiggling.
Did we ever have a Tuvok episode where he was like? Because obviously we've had it with Spock so many times, but did we ever have an episode with Tuvok where he like had a good amount of time where he's just like, and I'm just an emotional person? I feel like he was straight all the time.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Riddles, where he loses his memory. He loses his memory, and Neelix has to coach him through the way he used to be.
That's it.
Right.
And which is like a fucking S tier episode. It's so good. He gets a little frustrated in that one, but he's a very nice, earnest, straightforward guy.
But Tuvok regularly is probably going to be quite dull. I don't know.
Well,
'cause
yeah, but we're
Vulcans
doing
don't drink.
drinking, buddy. Not...
They don't drink. They have a glass of water. And that's as exciting as it gets.
All right, but for the sake of the tiering, we're going to pretend again that we're drinking with these people, Idle.
Okay, fine. He'll have his wine spritzer, and he'll sit in the corner and go over crew evaluations. He won't be fun. Neelix has tried. He got one foot movement. That was
angle. I can't see the fun angle with Tuvok, to be honest.
Doesn't Paris loosen him up a little bit, where he's like, "We are not designing a hot rod, Lieutenant."
Yeah, that's it. That's as fun as it gets.
I'll go B. I think he's more fun than you're giving him credit for.
I'm on a D.
I think he's more fun than Khan and One, so I think C.
All right, that's sounding C then.
That's true. Overtide says it depends if he likes you or not. If this is Janeway drinking with Tuvok, he'd be like an A tier.
Yeah,
shots.
That's true.
Yeah.
Captain, let us
But
go.
it's us, and he doesn't like us.
Okay,
so.
now for the party fuckboy Saval. Saval. How fun would he be? You are making a mistake.
He did it.
I hope this isn't a mistake.
Thank you.
Hey, it worked for you. He had quite the redemption arc at the end of Enterprise,
yeah.
so I feel like...
I don't yeah. I mean, I reckon him and Forrest by season 4 definitely had evenings where they sat on a balcony drinking a whiskey and they were talking things through. I reckon they became quite good friends, and that was
With Saval, it depends whether you're talking season 1 Saval or season 4 Saval, I think.
Maybe we can go season 4 here. I think we can go like the entirety of Saval. Like, he got pretty cool by the end.
I think a couple of drinks in season 4 Saval's he's pretty chatty, he's pretty talky.
We'd probably let loose all the Vulcan secrets about, Andorians.
Yeah.
They're just filthy.
And there was this one time on Vulcan when...
I bet he plays the Vulcan sitar, too. The little electric guitar.
No, he plays the Vulcan bassoon.
Yeah.
I say C. I go C.
Oh, I'll go B tier. I know you guys think Vulcans are no fun, but...
I think season 1 he'd be a C, season 4 he's a B.
Yeah, we did say season 4, so
Okay,
throw
that sounds
in
like it's a B. Wow. Admiral Maxwell Forrest.
Maxwell Jacob Forrest.
Maxwell Jacob Forrest. Is he a party boy? Will he get on the table and declare a red alert to the bar?
He's an old school whiskey drinker. You get him down the pub, he'll be on the dart, he's going to get on the pool table.
Have his top off going, England!
yeah, he's a lad.
He's a lad.
I feel like he'd be a real angry drunk, though, because he played a Klingon in TNG Season 1. So.
And he was kind of, well, actually, it's Vaughn Armstrong. He's everyone. Yeah, he's going to be
everyone. Yeah.
He's going to be at Blackpool next year, so he's going to be at the next convention.
Look, overtired. That's what alcohol does. It's a lubricant. It makes social interactions easier. So at the end, we should push them all up one tier because that's the more likely outcome.
Oh, no, I think we can see some S's on here. Forrest, I say, was probably a B. I think him and Saval have probably got the same vibe.
Yeah.
Maybe he'd be a bit better. I don't know.
I'll go C because I do think he'd be an angry drunk.
What do you think, Cranky? Did you say?
You're right. He could get ranty, couldn't he? He could be one of those drunks who go, "Oh, I hate this and I hate that." And
bloody Tellarites on the neutral zone.
Yeah, those damn Klingons.
Again with the Klingons. Sounds like we're thinking C. Wow.
BC.
Saval is a better person to drink with than Admiral Forrest. Never saw that coming. I don't know who this is. Who is this?
Tripped you up. That is Luoxana Troy, daughter of the fifth house, Beta Z, Holy Rings, Chalice, whatever.
Which episode?
She's got that white curly hair. I forget which one that's from.
DS9?
I think it's late season.
That'll be a DS9.
I don't know because it's.
I think it's TNG.
Oh wow, I didn't even recognise that. It's clearly going to be an S tier. Luoxana Troy is going to be a hoot.
Yeah,
that's going to be a party.
So. Yeah.
If she's up for games, she is getting the whole ship involved. We are going to have, even if there's no party planned, clear out the briefing room, get the shots out. We're playing Synthale Pong.
She's a ringleader.
Yeah, she's the one that's
She's an
starting
absolute ringer. She's the one who's leading the conga line around the Enterprise deal, around DS9, and whether you want to get involved,
Somehow going up the turbo lifts.
or not. Yeah, whether you want to get involved or not, she's dragging you into that conga line.
I think she would be obnoxious. She's obnoxious normally. You would not be able to stop her. People would be trying to get her out, trying to pull the drink out of her hand. She would be too much to handle. I don't think that would be much fun.
Oh no, that'd be great.
I think she's an A. I think she's at least
I'll
an
go
A.
S.
Hold on, what are we drinking? Like, if we're just drinking, if we're drinking for a party, she might be fun. If we're sitting out on the balcony having a drink and want to talk about life, she'd be too much.
I think any drink with Loxana is a party.
Okay.
It's going to be
I
a
need
tall
Big
glass.
Mac large huge to back me up.
It's going to be a tall glass, wide stemmed. It's going to be a lot of fruit, umbrellas, fireworks maybe. When a firework goes out, she has Hom come and relight it. Rings a small
That's
bell.
the other thing. She's got Mr. Hom with her.
Yes, what's he got on this list?
You
He's
don't
S
just
tier.
get Loxana, you get Mr. Hom as well.
Yeah, that's S tier to me. That's just going to be great fun.
I'll go B.
Greggy, what are you going?
I'm going A.
Oh, that's an A then. Fuck.
That's an A. That's fair.
Damn.
She would be fun. She would just be too much at some
She
point.
would be too much on occasion. I'll agree. I'll give you that.
You do it once, it'll be fine. Only do Loxana once. Never again. The one and only John Delancey, Q.
S. Now this is your
this
S,
is
gentlemen. That's why you don't blow your stack early.
Yeah.
Not
feel like
only
it's-
could he instantly materialize literally any drink that has ever existed, but he would take you places like he took Vosh to some incredible places. He could tell you any secret of the cosmos. Like, everything opens up when he gets drunk. So we're assuming he can get drunk.
Not only can he materialize any drink, but he can get you absolutely leathered and then click his fingers and you're normal again and you can start all
That's
over
very
again.
good.
Oh, no
That's very
hangover. Cheat code.
That's it. Okay, so we're assuming that they're your best friend. That he's not going to get bored and leave you on some planet in the Gamma Quadrant because he forgot about you because he's an infinite being. So he's going to be your friend and he's going to get you home at the end of the night. He likes you. You're the Jean-Luc Picard to his Q. Okay, yeah. So absolute S tier. This is just going to be like
S plus.
you're going to have a great time. You're going to see some things. You're going to have your mind blown. You might have become a bit omnipotent by the end of it.
Omnipotent?
Omnipotent, sorry.
Omnipotent.
Me don't speak words so
You might
good.
become impotent.
That is also another side effect.
I've heard that. I can't confirm.
You
myself.
get one
I've
and then you
heard-
get the other. There's no either way. How about Una Chin Riley?
Okay, do you remember? Do you remember crewman Riley from TOS, where he gets drunk and sings down in engineering?
Sing to me, Kathleen. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got Riley in the name. You think she's a singer when she's drunk?
Well, she absolutely is. She's a singer, without a doubt.
I mean, she played Enterprise Bingo, so she knows how to cut loose at least a little bit.
Yeah, there's a scene in season 3 where she's definitely in the more casual state of clothing, definitely after a good time. So yeah, she would be fun. We've often seen her drinking in the bar there as well. You'd get a good parallel.
Believe what you want, lass.
Okay.
Just dinna light that candle.
Yeah, we'll get onto that.
How many drinks would that take?
Yeah. If you would talk about serious ship stuff, and then she'd loosen up. I think she'd be good. I think she's a solid A.
A, yeah, that's what I'm feeling too.
I think she's one of those. She's one of those characters that's so uptight in her job, so serious in her job that when she gets a drink and she has to loosen up. That's her time to let go.
Yeah.
Also, I don't get the sense that she would be a ranty or moody drunk. I think she's handled enough drinks over the years to. Yeah. A.
A. That's an A.
And if you have some kind of a crazy drunken accident, she can always use her magic healing powers. And...
That's
funny how
true.
that's never come up again. It's like, by the way, I can heal myself, and that's the end of that. Okay, Devana Tendi. Is this going to be fun? Or is she just getting too excitable? I feel like she's a lightweight, but then again, she's kick-ass martial arts. Maybe she's not.
I feel like she would be amazing up until a point, and then all of a sudden she'll
crash.
become incredibly annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I was thinking sometimes those high energy drinkers, once they get to like number 4 or 5, they'll just crash. They'll be sad or tired or mopey.
They're doing idle. That's it. I'm off to bed. Bye.
Kind of, yeah. That's pretty much what I'm like. I'm just like, yep, I'm done. This is me. I need to sleep now.
I would say Beach here because I feel like she could go either way. She'd be fun for the first few, but you got to take her home early. She's not making it to the end of the night, I don't think.
Yeah, she's a lightweight. She can't handle a drink.
That sounds about right. So we're sounding a solid B. Could go either way. Captain Carol Freeman. No, she's a party girl. This is the literal phrase. Everyone prepare for hangovers. Brace for hangovers was a phrase uttered in Lower Decks. This feels like you're gonna have a good party. But is she a good drinking companion?
See, I don't know her well enough. I just threw her in there because I wanted to get a few people from every series.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fine. She seemed fairly chill when she's not being captain.
Yeah, I do feel like you'd probably get a bit of a moan going on with Freeman. It'd be a bit of, oh, my daughter, she's so terrible, and the ship, it's not running right. This is wrong. The crew are bad.
Yeah,
she'd get a bit ranty and moany.
Yeah,
but I think she'd be okay. She wouldn't be too bad.
I said A.
Well, who would you rather drink with, her or her daughter?
Oh, her daughter. Mariner, definitely.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like Mariner's going to get you in trouble one way or the other.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. You know if you're drinking with Mariner, you're ending up in trouble. You're getting space police.
Space police. The one thing Starfleet fears: the space police. I'm gonna say an A for Freeman. I think I'd prefer her to Mariner. I think Mariner. Yeah, you're gonna get, unless you're willing to go and get in trouble and sort of steal a shuttlecraft and then go and like break the Prime Directive somewhere. Then yeah, that's what's probably gonna happen.
Everyone's got to break the Prime Directive once.
That's true. It's a rite of passage.
I think she's a B. I think she's a B.
You think a B? What do you think an auto?
Yeah.
I feel like C. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I could go C, B, C.
She doesn't strike me as a free spirit.
And
I think she would complain about her daughter a couple times. I'll say C.
You're gonna go C. So what are you saying, Frankie? You saying B or C?
I'm dropping. I'm going for C.
Oh, that's a C then.
Yeah,
oh, man.
I'd rather drink with someone who's a little uptight like a Vulcan, who I think would open up with liquor, because that part of the experience is more fun. I think so. Yeah.
How about one Saru? In whatever form he is here. So might be a picture of Mirror Saru. You think Saru's an S?
No, I think that's toward the end of Discovery. He's Admiral or Ambassador or whatever I think he became.
I think Saru, once he's opened his mind up a little bit in the later seasons, isn't too bad.
Dude, he would drink everybody under the table. He'd be the last man standing. Absolutely. He'd go in one leg and then down the other leg. Everyone else would be passed out. He'd still be drinking.
Yeah, you're right.
I feel like his tolerance has to count for something. Yeah, he's empathetic.
Yeah. He'd listen to you, stories, and he'd give some good advice. You know, he's not someone that'd button halfway and go, well, actually, you should do it now. He'd be like, let me break it down.
Saru is that guy that when you're with a group of friends and you're all drinking, you keep trying to spook him or scare him to get his ganglia to suddenly pop out.
No, he lost those.
He's trying to make him jump.
Yeah.
What happens to ganglia when they get drunk? Do they just
They just flop out?
Do they flop? Do they get erect? Like, what happens? I don't know. Do you know?
Renaming this episode to Erect Ganglia.
Erect Ganglia.
I could go with an S. I think he'd be great fun. He's not going to show you the universe, but you're going to have a good time, and you feel safe with Saru.
He's a B or an A. A at best.
I don't want to see Saru's universe. That's A or S. Yeah.
So it sounds like we're sitting
like an
there.
A.
He's not a Q. Like, I wouldn't say he's on that level exactly, because but he's top of A. I'd put him top A, I think.
Yeah, he's above Saval and Tendi, definitely.
Okay.
So.
Captain Catherine Janeway.
Yeah, I like Janeway, but I think she'd be bad to drink with.
Her voice, she would be droning on and on while you're sitting there with a splitting headache.
Yeah.
Are you recording that for later?
No, I'm triggering this.
Delete the wife.
Delete the wife.
She says that very sultry. Let me just play that again. It's not. I always thought it was like delete the wife, but it's actually just like delete the wife. This.
Delete the wife.
Delete the wife.
Delete the wife.
Because she's a little bit horny in that
that's
episode.
true. Yeah, that's very like.
And she's changing
So
her man.
So which brings us to the point, and this has been illustrated by Threshold. When we watched Threshold, and we realised that Janeway can be very flirty, and she gets that she gets the noise coming out, and I feel like Janeway's going to be the one that starts hitting on you. I think once she's had a few, it's going to get awkward. You'll be like, "I'm sorry, I'm not into former lizards."
I love honor.
Bro, whatever.
Demand honor.
You take a chance on Janeway?
You tell me you would turn down Janeway? Oh hell yeah, bro, she's hot. She's hot, and she's the captain. That power dynamic is like an instant turn on.
I see why you like Chakotay so much.
Or they would build her a bathtub. Yeah.
I'd wear a giant fucking belt buckle, and I'd find her a monkey. That's not even. And I'd build her a boat and a bathtub. That's what I'd do.
Give her a nice neck massage.
How to Romance Women in 10 Steps by Auto. I'd build her a boat and a bathtub.
And get her a monkey.
And don't forget the monkey.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna say A tier because I'm an amorous drunk, flirty drunk, and I think she would be too.
God,
so I think
too
we'd
much
get
power.
along. We'd wake up in somebody's bed. A tier.
Is it Cranky?
I think she's B for me.
Yeah, I'm going to go C, so I think that takes it down to a B.
She must not have any tolerance though, right? Because we never see her drink.
We don't.
It's always coffee.
It is always coffee.
Yeah.
She season 1, her bun is so tight. She has to be in control of everything and everybody. I feel like, she's probably
in complete control.
no tolerance for Jayla.
I'm a tolerant man. Okay, Quark.
Wow, we never get a Cyrus Red Block quote. Way to go.
Hang on, sorry. I have to manually trigger this one.
I'm a tolerant man.
No, well, no, that's all you get. He's not that tolerant, apparently.
I'm a tolerant man.
Tolerant ma.
I'm tolerant man.
If Quark had a surname, what would it be? I always feel like I need to say something else.
Quark.
Oh, Quark,
Remember?
Quark. That's
Canonically,
right, yes. That's right.
you
it was
watched
Ron
an episode
Quark.
where they said the brothers Quark, so that
That's
means their
right.
last name must be Quark. Quark and Rob.
Who does the Quark? Okay, Quark. Is he going to follow the Guinan rule that he's just cool because he's a bartender?
It's not about cool. It's about knowing the best drinks, being able to have them on hand. You know.
I feel like you're going to
You
get
would know.
Yeah.
If you're after hours, he'd be able to evade Odo's security, get into his bar, find whatever drink you want.
And then you found
Get
out
you
he's
whatever
actually
holo
led you.
program you want.
He's led you to a place to get your fingerprints on everything. So you take the fall while he runs away with all the loot. I feel like you're going to get a little bit double crossed with Quark.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he'd probably rant about women and how they shouldn't be wearing clothes and all that
So
stuff.
if you are a woman as well and you're drinking with Quark, it's
Women.
doubly dangerous. Women. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
I feel like he doesn't know drinks as well as Guinan as well. Guinan has everything in a bottle stashed away. Quark replicates everything.
It's true. Oh no, he does. He has some cases of things. He always saying he's got cases of.
Yeah, the Kanar.
Yeah, the Kanar. Yeah.
Kanar for Damar.
That's true. The chance of being scammed is so high. I wouldn't be able to relax while I'm drinking. So I'm gonna go down low, C or D.
I think C. I
C
think
works
D.
for me. Yeah, I go C. C works for me.
It'd get you a holo program of whatever you wanted, but it'd leave you in there while he robbed the Latinum.
Yeah.
The real forever Ensign Sato.
Evidence!
She's a sleepy drunk, right?
Yeah, gotta be.
Mopey, sleepy drunk.
Slurs a lot. Yeah.
I could see her being flirty. I could see her being the flirty drunk.
Yeah.
She'd be the kind of person that says, like, let's put on a film, and then 5 minutes in, she then just falls asleep.
You speaking from experience there, Idol.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why me and my wife don't go to the cinema anymore, because I'm not paying for naps.
Dude, you got to put that on a t-shirt. That's one of the great truisms of life.
Yeah.
I think she would morph from drink to drink. She'd start out super fun, high energy, flirty. By drink 3, she starts to slow down. By drink 5, she's angry, and then by drink 6, she's asleep. Like that happens a lot with, I think, with women with smaller frame.
She's one of those people who's very nerdy about a very specific subject as well. So the languages thing. She's going to get 4 or 5 drinks in and start going, I can speak this language, and start ranting it. It's some weird language that you've never heard.
Listen to this. Yeah. But you don't even know what that means. I bet you don't know what that means.
Yeah.
She's another person you would have to be designated driver for, because she ain't making it out of there.
But 2 drinks in, she's tucking that shirt up, getting the midriff on show. Midriff Sato style.
No, because we never take advantage of inebriated women, except for Janeway, because she's the captain and she can order me to.
I say C. This sounds like a C. Quickly now. Let's move on.
Yeah, C.
Get out of this quick.
This isn't being recorded, is it?
I changed the tone of that.
Totally perfect. Beverly Crusher, medical officer.
She's going to talk about Wesley the entire time. D tier.
Or Jean-Luc.
Or her former husband who died, maybe.
Jack Crusher.
Which might not be the most...
Or her grandmother's erotic journal.
She's a crying drunk.
Wow.
Yes, she is.
D tier. I don't want to be in the same
Dan, don't
room
listen
with
to
her
this.
when
Dan, just stay away. I'm gonna say she'll have some fun. I'll say C, but if you want to go D,
I love Crusher, but I think she will be one of those mostly sad drunks.
I mean, if you're stopping at like 2 spritzers or 2 ciders, I could see her being more fun. But if you're going the distance,
we're getting wrecked tonight. This is
D.
You go D.
D.
Yeah.
Yeah,
go
get
D.
that far.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. I prefer Sato
Pavel Chekhov.
as a drinking partner. Chekhov's a legend.
Chekhov.
He does drink in Inspector of the Gun. He drinks in Trouble with Tribbles. Mm-hmm. So we see him throw a few back over the course of the show.
I think he'd be okay.
He'd bring out the Russian drinking games.
Both those episodes I mentioned, he ends up fighting someone or almost fighting someone.
He would
I think he's going to be the physical drunk.
He would insist that everything you drink is vodka because it is better than other drink. You know,
invented in Russia.
In Russia, yeah.
Sorry, invented.
I
think he would start a fight in the bar for sure.
Okay.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but
he would dance though. He'd be a dancer. I think Chekhov's a dancer.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Get a bit of music on, 2 or 3 drinks in, and put some music on. Chekhov's dancing. He's on the floor.
He's pulling you into the dance floor. He's like, come on.
You have a trigger for that.
This is a Russian dance.
Do I?
For him dancing.
I don't.
Oh no, it's from the iMud episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounding like a C-ish, maybe a B.
No, I think a B. I'd say B.
I'd rather drink than fight, so I'll say C. He'd be pretty crotchety, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dr. Leonard McCoy.
He's a grouchy drunk. He's grouchy all the time, no matter what his alcohol level is.
Gets the good booze though.
He's always bringing liquor to Kirk and Spock and.
He's a very happy, laid-back drunk. Shore leave and this side of paradise. Yeah. He's just chilling out by a tree with his couple of mint juleps.
His mint julep,
he's happy. He just wants to sit and talk and chill. And if he's not talking about work or Spock, he's happy.
And plus, he gets super southern. He gets one drink in him. He gets super southern.
That's right. We noticed that, didn't we? We watched. Didn't we watch? Was it this side of
mint
paradise?
juleps thing.
With his mint julep.
Overtired said he'd be a fun Grouchy. So
Yeah.
no, I
he
don't
would.
think he'd be. He loosens up pretty easily. I think with a few drinks. I'll A tier. I'll say.
I'll go A, yeah. That sounds about right.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I bet he's a ladies' man as well once he's drunk.
Is this meant to be Archer in general or Mirror Archer specifically?
Whatever you want to talk about. He looks like he's having fun in the mirror universe. So
Let's just do Mirror Archer then, because it's more fun.
Mirror Archer. See, Mirror Archer would be a lot more fun.
So he drinks at the end of when they're celebrating in bed. He and Hoshi, and he pours the champagne all over his face. You remember that?
I actually don't, but
no. Oh, you fake fans! That's the only Enterprise episode you actually have to remember because it's the only good one.
It is a good episode.
Oh,
My God, Bob.
He
What have I done?
he probably has good tolerance. He's a captain, so he knows how to get the good stuff.
Mirror Archer's a bit of a jock though. He's one of those douche guys.
He is.
He's a ringleader, but you're doing everything his way. If you step out of line,
yeah.
he's
You're in the
coming
Terran
down.
Empire.
That's true.
as
If
well.
you're not a beautiful woman, he probably won't have you won't have as much fun with him.
Yeah.
So that rules
But
out
you're gonna have
at
more
least
fun.
2 of us.
But you're gonna have more fun than Prime Archer. Prime Archer's a fucking bore.
Oh yeah, no, he would want to talk about water polo, and
Yeah.
he would
And how
think
his
cheese
dad
can
built
cure
the
his hangover.
Warp 5 engine.
Yeah. So at least to see if regular Arch is going to be in D, he's got to be one step
I'll
ahead,
say
right?
C, yeah.
Yeah.
Go for that.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah.
Bilana Taurus.
Oh.
What kind of drunk? I think she might just be an angrier drunk, where she just gets madder than normal.
Nothing actually changes.
But if you're friends with her, it's good because she doesn't get angry at you necessarily. She gets angry at other people. So it's entertaining.
she'd be like dude. She would get you your steak exactly the way you wanted it.
yeah. And for free.
She'd get it steered.
Yeah.
She'd get you like an overheated plasma coil to cook it over, like whatever you wanted.
Yeah, she'd
Also-
jury rigs like a plasma coil in the middle of the table.
Klingon metabolism is built for drinking, so
It's very true. But she rejects her Klingon side. She wouldn't touch a blood wine, would she?
well, it doesn't mean it's not part of her.
No, true.
I think I'll go A tier. I think she has a lot to offer while she's
I
drunk.
think she's an A. I think she's a fun drunk.
Should be right or
A.
die.
I think she's a C, but I'll defer to you guys. Forgotten his name. The Zach Dawn. What was his name?
Sirna Kohlrami.
That's the one. Kohlrami. I'll have a Kohlrami over rice, please.
I try to sprinkle in a few minor characters, so
Kohlrami, Mr. Wigglefingers himself.
See the fingers, dude. Yeah.
yeah. Dude, can you imagine him trying to play Stratagema while he's drunk? He's like, what?
I always win this. No, he's at the pinball tables all night. He's on the gambling machine. He's on the gambling machines. He's the fruit machines. He's there. He's just trying to get his next fix.
He's the guy. He's the guy that knows the hack. He stands at the gambler, goes, right, it's going to pay out. It's going to pay out if I just press this button, do that, pull the thing.
Yeah,
it's going to pay out on the next go. Yeah, he's that guy.
Do you remember the first time Riker fools them by changing the codes and scores the hits? And Kohlrami's the first one who figures it out, and he starts giggling behind Picard.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I imagine him like when he's drunk. He's just going to be completely loose and giggling all the time. So
yeah.
I reckon you'll be at the arcade machine playing like, I don't know, one of the Simpsons arcade games, and he's just going to be behind you like, no, you should have done that. You should have done no, that's that move.
Yeah.
He's going to be very annoying.
Oh, you think he's a little annoying?
I think he's going to be a bit of a pain, unless he's playing, and in which case you'd be like, you play it, but actually turns out he's not that great. I think there would be something fun about him. I say a B. I think it'd be interesting.
That's fair.
I think B at best, yeah.
Yeah, I think there'd be something fun about him. It'll be an interesting night, if anything. Captain Edward Jellicoe. He gets promoted in Prodigy and becomes an admiral, but this is the Captain Edward Jellicoe. You'd have to go drinking on 4-shift rotations. You'd be told what you were drinking and when, and what order you were going out.
And what you're
I was going to
wearing.
go with there are 4 shots, but yours is better.
There are 4 shots, yeah.
There would be
I
a
think
dress code for the drinking session as well.
Yeah.
I think he would complain about his childhood quite a lot.
Yeah.
That trauma's got to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
I think he's a back in my day type of guy.
Oh,
He'd complain everything is too expensive.
a ranter. Yeah, he's a ranting drunk.
Get off my lawn. Yeah, he's one of those.
Oh, those are the worst.
I say
Those are the
that's
worst to
D.
drink with. D, yeah.
Easy D.
Yeah.
Easy
Quite.
D. D for Jellico. Harcourt Fenton Mudd. Is he a good drinking partner?
We'll do the Strange New Worlds
Okay.
version, or
We do
the
Rian
Discovery version.
Rian Johnson.
Yeah.
Be fun, but I
No.
feel like you've got
What's
the
his
quark
name?
problem. You're probably going to get conned out of something.
Wait, are we talking strength? I didn't know. Is Mud in Strength?
No, he's in
I thought
Discovery. Season 1 Discovery.
Discovery.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rainn Wilson.
Rainn Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, you're going to get
Look him
conned
up.
like you would by Quark. But he does enjoy a jipper on the beach.
But if you're his friend, like Quark would con you whether you're his friend or not. No matter what happens, Quark's going to con you. If you're Mud's friend, will he con
Exploitation
you?
begins at home. Remember the rules of acquisition.
Exactly. I feel like Mud's more fun. Mud's a better friend than Quark.
He would get you, yeah. He would push you in the shopping cart down the street at 2 a.m. that you stole from the
Full of
grocery.
tribbles.
Like, that's the kind of...
Yeah.
Yeah. You would go on an adventure. He wouldn't be able to sit still and drink. You'd have a few, and then you'd bar hop, I think, with Mud.
He'd try and sell you something. He wouldn't try and rip you off necessarily, but he'd try and sell you something.
He'd have give you a few drinks first and be like, what about this? Do you want this? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
By the way, all this headcanon we're spinning deserves canonization more than Star Trek Scouts. That's what I think.
Heresy. Oh, my Romulan rubber ducky. I can say a B.
A or B.
B or A.
I'm not sure I'd be able to relax totally around him, kind of like Quark. He might rip you off at some point. Probably not, but he might.
Yeah, I'll go B.
B. Hugh Culber.
I think he's bore.
I think he'd be a quiet drunk. He'd be very introspective drunk.
He'd be one of those people that you'd struggle to get. You'd have to force. Come on, have a drink. Come on, have another drink.
No,
Go on,
I don't
have one.
know.
Have
I
a
feel
drink.
like he could be a bit of a party boy. Definitely. I feel like if you unchain him with the leech, like he could. No, don't.
You could do Jello shots off his abs. That's all
very
I
true,
wanted to say.
Yeah, that's
They
the
are-
point as well. He will get so drunk he'll
They
be a
are
bit of a
built
show
for
off.
slurping Jello off of. Okay?
Yeah.
He would definitely be like taking.
And he sat there with his shirt off. Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be getting the guns
Yeah.
out and all that. He'd be. He'd be
right.
fun. I think it'd be fun to go drinking with Culber. I think.
Pushing 250 at the gym today. That's what.
You have to say to him, did you leave stamps at home?
He
Good.
would get
okay.
a pump before he takes his shirt off. Yeah.
I think this is it though. If he's out on his own, be great. If he's out with Stamets, I feel like that would be they'd be off. Like I feel like Stamets would take too much of his attention, and he wouldn't be as
It would
fun.
inhibit him a little bit.
Yeah, so I think Culber on his own, I think is probably an A. I think he's probably that good.
I do want to do Jello shots off with some cruises.
Well, he's not working at the moment, so I'm probably sure if you had the money.
If I had the money, yeah.
I'm gonna come to America with a big birthday cake with Wilson Cruz in it, being pushed by
You
bats.
remember when Q tried to tempt Riker with his fantasy women, one on each arm? I would have Babs on one arm and Wilson Cruz on the other. I don't need your fantasy women, Q. All right, what do we, A tier?
I think A.
I'd go B, but you two are going A. So
Yeah.
Gull. Oh, we're down to the final 7 now. Gull Dukat. Is he a good drinking buddy? Would Gull Dukat in the middle? Would he be a good drinker in the middle of killing Bajorans? Like, is that an interlude to the night, or
You got to take the edge off somehow. Yeah.
See, I think he'd be one of those guys. He'd be kind of fun, he'd be mid-level, you're chatting, but then every now and then he's going to just slip in during the Bajoran War, there was this happened, that happened.
Yeah,
He's gonna
he's
slip
definitely
in.
the would slip out with something slightly racist during the afternoon. Then he'd look around the room and see who's
Oh,
listening.
for sure.
And then at some
I
point,
remember this time I killed 200 Bajorans.
no, you know what Goldakai is. He's the sovereign citizen advocate. He'd be there saying, "Well, this law here doesn't say that if you put your legal name there, it doesn't count. So actually, I shouldn't be paying tax for this, so because there's not my actual name. I wasn't my fault. I didn't pay. It was all of the Bajorans. You know, I think he's that kind of. That's a bad night.
I think he'd be. That was so perfectly timed. He would be a paranoid. He'd be a paranoid drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
he would always be looking
pot
around.
Smoker. Yeah. He'd be convinced that Garrick is about to beam in and kill him or something, or set a bomb in the room. Yeah.
Overtide says he would go on and on about how there's no statue of him on Bajor.
Did they build statues of me? Where's the evidence?
I'd say C tier. I think you could have a little fun with him. You could have a little fun with him, but once the drinks kick in, you gotta leave
But that's
early.
the point.
Yeah.
You're out drinking with him.
Well, yeah, but that's better than like fucking Jellicoe. So
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just someone that's a hard
I
ass
think
or the
C.
blatant racist genocidal maniac.
yeah, but he's fun for the first 15 minutes. Okay.
Okay, is he your uncle or something? Is it? I mean, you don't have to make excuses. Well, you guys, are you saying C? You really saying C?
I'm saying C.
Do you think that's why Damar started drinking? Is just so he could stand being in his company?
I think Damar just started drinking just to stand be in anyone's company. Malcolm Reed. Keep your shirt on, Lieutenant.
Yeah, I did pick the picture from Shuttle Pod 1.
Would he be interesting? He's very straight-laced, but I feel like once he does get... I feel like we've seen him drunk. Have we seen him drunk and he just turns...
Yeah.
Shuttle Pod 1.
Shuttle Pod 1, yeah.
Of course, yes,
That's what
yeah,
the picture's
exactly.
about.
Just gets
He talks about T'Pol's bum.
That's right, yes. Yeah, slightly inappropriate. I would just feed him pineapple all the time to see what happens.
Look, not that I'm advocating for that the rest of the time, but when you're stuck in a shuttle pod with your best friend getting drunk, that is the one time that you can talk about your coworker's bum, I feel like, and be okay.
Cranky.
Plus, they're both unattached. He's allowed to look.
That's true. I'd probably be a bit milquetoast. Don't think it'd be anything majorly fun happen. I think
I don't think it'd be particularly fun.
Yeah.
I think he's too straight-laced, too law-abiding, rule-abiding. He'd be the one that you go, oh, come on, guys, let's get this shopping cart, let's run it down the hill. And he'd be like, no, we can't do that.
That one's only got 3 wheels.
Yeah.
He's probably better than
it's against the regulation, against regulation 235.7.
Although he might also be the one phasering cans off the fence posts.
238.17. No officer should be wearing wigs on the bridge. I don't see how that's appropriate. All right.
Thank you, Grayson.
C.
C. Yeah.
C. Yeah.
If you like firearms, I could see having a good time with him drunk shooting, but
him and the humans
talking about weaponry or the British Navy.
Yes. Flox. Does he have the same surname?
No, not like Quark.
It's Feasel Flox, so it could be Flox.
Yeah, it's Dr. Flox.
Oh God, it is Flox.
Unless his name's something, fuck's sake, something ordinary like David.
Joe Flox. So I just picked the mirror picture, I think, because he has a drink in his hand in that one. But we'll do regular Flox.
It sounds like we're advocating toothpaste. With regular Flox, you can have healthy dentures in no time.
Floxing, yeah.
No, Floxing something else. Don't do that again. Wow. Okay. Flox would be fun.
Name is Flox Tunai Orton.
What? Is he related to Randy Orton?
Apparently. Yeah.
So he can RKO someone.
With a double O and a double N. Flox Tunai Orton.
Shit.
I gotta look this up.
Tunai Orton.
Wait, where did you find this?
I just googled it. It might have been AI slap.
I was gonna say that sounds.
Yeah,
Like,
if
but
it ain't known
Dr.
as
Fox
memory
full name.
alpha, then it ain't real.
No.
Now I'm just picturing Phlox doing an RKO. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be a lot of fun. He knows.
I feel like he would keep trying to slip weird alien shit into your drinks, like slugs and bats and shit.
Memory Alpha has it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it does.
Why don't
Where?
you try this exotic eel? It'll really raise your spirits. I could go with it. I could go with it.
We're off on a sidetrack now.
A or a B. No one can hear you googling, guys.
Look, the show is suspended until I figure out Flux tonight or tan.
Or tan.
What?
This has really thrown you.
Do you even Star Trek?
Yeah, it is in there.
Fucking fake fan.
Oh, in the series Bible, so it doesn't happen in actual show. Phlox was described thus. Full name is, but he goes by Phlox for our benefit. Okay. Well, that's something new every day.
There you go. Phlox.
Phlox
say
is
B.
an amorous drunk.
Oh,
He would be a lot of fun, but I don't want to drink weird shit when I'm drinking, and he would not.
Weird shit and getting all amorous, whether you're male, female, or any other persuasion. Phlox will get amorous with you. yeah. Phlox will get amorous with you.
Your Phlox sounds like Seth MacFarlane, by the way.
Brian.
Yep, that's right.
Cool Whip. Okay. I think a B. You've talked me down to a B.
He's got his pluses and minuses, I think.
Yeah, I'd say B. Yeah, it's good.
How about Gowron?
He's a glory drinker.
Woof.
Gowron will regale you.
Yes.
He'll regale you with tales of the Empire, and he'll try and take over worlds. We'll conquer worlds together.
Oh, Kashate says to me,
he might
Gowron
be the
has to
only
be S
one.
tier.
Who said? Oh,
That is a joke.
I feel
I get it. It is not funny, but I get it.
Thank you, Wolf.
he might be the only person on this list who can outdrink Saru. I feel like if those two went at it, they would go the distance for sure.
A worthy adversary.
And Gowron would stare at him the whole time.
Yeah.
With the crazy eyes. I'd go for a good A. Solid A. I think it was...
Whiskey for me and for my table. Yeah, he would really.
Yeah, I think you could have a lot of fun with Gowron, but at the same time, you could quite easily lose the Empire.
Or your arm.
or a limb. Yeah.
You shall have nothing but the tab.
It's all or nothing with Gowron.
Yeah. I'd go A. It'd be fun.
I think A. It would be fun.
I think if
no,
you had
B.
any
I'm going
kind
B.
of nick or wound, your blood would be so thin it would spill out everywhere.
And then you'd have to enter
I
a
think
blood pact.
Gowron, drunk though as well. If you did pick up a nick or a wound or anything, Gowron would. That's it. You must die. There's nothing we can do.
The other downside is you might actually get pulled in. You get so blackout drunk, you'll get pulled into a blood pact, and then sometime 20 years in the future, 3 old Klingons are going to turn up at your door and go, "It's time. We have to avenge our firstborn." And you'll be like, "What? What's going on?"
Yeah.
You'd be like Tim Allen in Galaxy Quest. They show up while you're looking for your pants, and they're politely waiting for you to come help. It was an honor to be in your presence, Commander.
Oh boy,
Dude, I love that. Wait, I don't think he wears a cup in that shot, does he? Because I think you kind of see something dangle. Sorry, I know I'm going off on a tangent about Tim Allen's man bits, but
you've been thinking about Hugh Culber too much.
Yeah, jealous shots off. Yeah, you can't do jealous shots off a Klingon. A tier.
Could off their ridges. Well, you definitely could off a Cardassian.
Yeah, that's what the spoon is for. It's the jealous shot.
Wow.
Getting drunk with a Cardassian. Go, lay down. Just lay down a minute. Lay down a minute.
Cool trick. Watch this.
Dude.
Watch this.
I'm going to make so many memory alpha edits tonight. This is all going in canon.
Wow. Auto strikes again.
Damar does canard shots off of Ducat's head.
Oh, God. I don't need that image.
I think someone has written that into somewhere in AO3.
I wanted to show you such tenderness.
Okay. The Klingon chef from the Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Dude, he's great. He's so jovial and jolly, and he wants everyone to have a good time. I think S tier for Klingon chef.
Wow, you're putting him alongside Q.
I think so. Dude, he'd be so much fun to...
Do you not think he could turn into one of those? He's so jovial and so happy that he gets drunk and he gets really angry. And that's bad.
No, he's a Klingon.
He's a Klingon. They're always like they're always
Klingons
angry. That's their secret.
always jovial when they're... Worf is the only angry drunk because he's always angry. I think S
go
tier.
S.
He'd be a lot of fun.
He would be fun.
I think S is strong.
Also, he'd bring mid-game snacks.
Oh,
that would
that's
lessen
it.
the
That's
hangover.
it. Yep, that's throwing me.
You could drink longer. He'd show up with
Crispy fried
God. He'd play music. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I can see S for this. There's part of my brain was like, wait, why am I taking this seriously? S tier. Fuck it. Let's go. It's like weighing getting really heavy way down. Can I put him in S up there? No. Fuck it. He's gonna be fun.
I didn't even think of the accordion. He's got that accordion,
yeah.
but the accordion could get annoying. It could get annoying.
No, what? Accordion can never get annoying.
There's the Klingon chef.
Yeah, that is straight down to a C tier.
No, he'd be fun.
Sorry, Cat.
That Klingon metabolism is worth a point already. Yeah.
Shit, hang on. Oh fuck.
No, we've lost him.
I just woke the cat up. Yeah. Okay. So, Uhura.
We'll do Strange New Worlds. Uhura.
Yeah. She's fun. It's going to be a good time. We often see her at the bar.
Yeah.
Great voice.
I feel like
She's a bit nervous. She's a little bit quiet and nervous. I think.
She gets a lot more confident.
I don't think she'd let herself go up past drink 3 because she wouldn't want to.
Maybe.
She'd have to be up early for work. She'd be afraid that like Pike would walk in on her or something and think less of her. I think
she got a new Klingon dialect that she has to learn in the morning. She's got a
brilliant at karaoke though. Take her to karaoke.
Yes,
she's going to knock the
that's
house down.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's it. You get her and Spock together with a drink, or her and Saval with his Klingon half.
I'm thinking A.
No, that's pretty strong.
I just
She would leave early. She would leave the night early though. If you want to go out drinking, you don't want to go home early.
I'd just spend the night staring at her, if I'm honest.
I don't know. B. Should we compromise and B?
Yeah, I'm going B.
All right, let's go B. Finally, last on the list, always the unrequited lover himself, Geordie LaForge, whose wife.
Speaking of impotence, this might be where he gets it from. I don't think he'd be a lot of fun to drink with. He'd complain about women and his bad luck.
He'd be trying to make awkward conversation. He'd try to make awkward conversation about how the warp core is increased the warp core power 1% in the last.
Here's the big litmus test when Worf is giving you dating tips at the bar about seeing the fire in their eyes.
Yeah,
that's when you know you're not gonna get a lot out of him.
He was a little bit of a mopey drinker in that episode.
Yeah,
I mean he had a reason to be, but
there's the bonus of you're getting drunk. You know, you see something really cool, like Geordie, turn your visor to something. check this thing out with your visor. What can you see? What do your visor eyes tell you?
She's wearing no underwear.
Dude, he would be a gullible drunk. You could get him to walk up to the bar and hit on some girl, and it would be hilarious watching him fail. Yeah,
Romulans could turn him into an undercover spy in no time.
They can do that sober. You don't need to drink.
Yeah, if you're a Romulan going...
Wow, look at him try.
Perfect. If you're a Romulan going out with Geordie, it's a great time with all things you can do. But as myself...
Is it part of a Romulan plot? A ploy to start a war?
It's me.
Wait. Oh, that was you. I was like, where's the trigger?
I'll say C.
Yeah, he's a C at best, I think.
He's
I'd possibly even go D.
You could get some laughs out of him by getting him to do stupid stuff, but
no, O'Brien's cheating overtime.
Yeah, I wanted to go with some lesser known names that we don't already have established backstory on. So no Scotty, no O'Brien.
Yeah. Well, we have successfully concluded that Q and a random Klingon chef are the best people to go out drinking with. And some of the worst include Jellicoe, a Borg from the 29th century, Carnoonian Singh, and Beverly Crush.
but Beverly may not be the best to drink with, but Blazing Bev, if you want to chill out at night,
the best person to have a smoke with, absolutely S tier.
Yeah.
And that'll be next
to get you all the best weed.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Thanks to everyone in chat. Thanks to you two gentlemen for being here on my Random Wednesday. We'll have some more Random Wednesdays coming up.
Yeah, we didn't plug our stuff at the top, so
yes,
you gotta plug it. Plug it now.
Do it. Well, this Friday we will be reviewing Strange New World Season 3 on this very channel at around about the same time, about 8:30 UK time, 15:30 Eastern, whatever that translates to in your time zone.
3:30 Eastern.
3:30, 15:30. Come on, military time now. We're Starfleet officer, sir.
I've had too many drinks. I can't count to 15.
So yeah, we're back. We're going to be reviewing all of Strange New World Season 3 because the finale is tomorrow. It was tonight, but it's tomorrow for me. So please come and join us for that. We will appreciate your comments in chat, and yes, we will read them and take them for note. If you can't join us live, there will be on the YouTube channel. Oh, I haven't heard that for so long. Oh. I need to.
My mariachi?
I think I know what happened there. I need to get a dedicated mariachi trigger for you. I'll work on that. Anyway, yes. We will be back on Friday. It's going to cut out again. Wait for it. Oh.
It cut off at a different point.
Never mind. Anyway. Yes, we're back on Friday for
and then
Strange
a
New
week
Worlds.
after.
And the week after. Very special Timelines Talks 103. There may be a special announcement put up about it on our Discord. Please go on Discord and check it. It is a health warning. You may be liable to compensation. Please go and check that out and come and join us for Timelines Talks. A return of a classic. Might be the last one we do until another 6 months when we'll probably do another one. Who knows? When the game probably isn't dead.
We'll be back when they shut down the game. For sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We're gonna outlive the game.
Damn right. It's the thing that keeps me going at night. Thank you, Cranky, for joining us. We'll be back. Thank you, everyone in chat. We'll see you soon. Live long, prosper, and ta-ra!
What about you, Booker?
Well, I was thinking about Tahiti. What do you have in mind?
I was thinking about dinner at my place about 8 o'clock. Why don't you make it 7? You can help me find a place to kill some new plants.
Hey, wait a minute. How do I know you can cook?
Booker, trust me.
Trust me? Now, where have I heard that before?